All right, y'all. It is a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network. What's going on? We are sponsored by the E Nation, the Earth Nation. Well, by now you've heard the news. Sad news for some people. For some people, it's a different kind of news. Some people, it's spiritual news. Some people, it's news of retribution and reckoning. Some people, it's sad news. And not just family members. There are followers out here who are actually in tears and brokenhearted by Mr. Samuel's passing. Well, of course, we don't condone anyone dying, and we certainly wouldn't kick someone while they passed away. But you have to understand something, right? The Bible tells us that we reap what we sow, and what's done in the dark will come into the light. We have to judge them by the fruit that they bear. So let's not act like Mr. Samuels was a person of righteousness. He hurt a lot of people. He said a lot of things that were irreprehensible. He crossed a lot of lines that you just simply can't cross back over. He created a lot of bad images for black men, especially young black men. He poisoned the mind of several young black men. This is not bashing him. This is just telling you the truth of the things that he did while he was alive. All right, so we're going to talk about a little bit more. It's Gangsta Talk coming up right now. All right, Dan, let's kick it off.
Yo, check your mic. Let's test these levels.
Check.
Okay, word. We got the sound. Let me know when the break's coming in.
Nah, there's no break. I'm just gonna go straight through.
Alright, kick that shit.
Heaven sent, I can prove this. Any crowd, turn me up loud. KR will move this. Long before Eazy-E, this MC, he was ruthless. Kicking rhymes, spitting rhymes, written rhyme, freestyle. I do's this. Who's this? You don't know me, homie. I'm the one and only. I turn your tool into a toll. Tell you you owe me. You ain't gotta go to the past to know me, homie. I'm KRS-One. My power is now. Eckhart Tolle. These rappers are bony and lonely. I'll catch them coming out of Shoney's. I don't Oscar or admire, they baloney. No phony. I spit for the time from the mind. So when I spit off the head, of course I'm ahead of my time. Yes, I'm better with rhyme, and it's evident I'm the lyrically benevolent kind. This you never gonna find. I'm spitting plenty medleys. This is work, not a job. Rappers are crying like a boss in reverse. They solve. That's when they get robbed and disappointed. They not anointed, get them set up like an appointment. I spit the same heat you like to joint with. Fire, spit the truth, no liar. Heaven sent, this is higher. The mic cooks, I write books. The heavyweight champion. The song becomes a knockout with the right hook. I'm raw, meaning not cooked. These fake rappers heads are down, cause in the face of KRS, they do not look. 40 cal style, rap-a-pum like big drums. When I heat up the cup to 420, it's done. Light up the cheek with the chunk. I teach when I come. Knowledge reigning supreme. What these rappers speaking is dumb. It's a treat when I come. I'm not what you used to. I'm the return of Khufu all over these tracks like choo-choo. I'm the guru. So when my teaching premieres, it's Gangstar. Hitting you and your man in the same car. These whack rappers, fuck who they are. KRS is like a hooligan. Hitting them all with the same bars. Hooligans hitting them with the same bars. Your whack style just ain't ours. Venus to Mars. I'm teaching with bars. Spitting these bars. But youngins under 21 can't even get into these bars. So I don't blame them if they not seeing these bars. Cause when I hit them with my universe, all they seeing is stars. Speaking of bars, when I spit one, you can see it's all about impact over an income. The big one, multi-directional and exceptional. 10 of my first 20 albums are all collectibles. You feel the heat when I'm next to you, truly legendary. Underground, undetectable, and revolutionary. Most of what's going on today, you know we knew already. I tried to teach our people about poverty, it took too many. It shook too many. We can see what a curse is. So I re-emerge to show these youngins who the first is. The minister, frying rap chickens like churches. And the worst is seeing your temperature taken by nurses. IV bags, your family picking out hearses. It's like you at the Barclays Center, you won't survive these verses. Sprite means spirit, so I obey what my thirst is. The whole planet, so-called Earth, is what my turf is.
Hold up. Yo, I got this. Yo, this is about to be fire. Levels is on point. You sound good out here. Let's get this project started.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Gangsta Talk. It's me, the Black Knight, joined by the Lady Knight herself, Miss Dame Frankie. We also got Charlene from Relationships with Charlene. She's on board with us tonight. So let me open it up by saying this. First of all, let me get a sound check. Dame, I'm coming in loud and clear. Shout out to the chat. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Can y'all hear me loud and clear in the chat?
All right.
Just want to make sure I'm coming through. Okay, I still don't see the. I don't see the. I just don't see the.
Okay, my bad. Ticker. My bad. Here's the ticker.
All right. Anyway, let me start off by saying this. Okay, I heard something very interesting tonight. Jason Black. I was in the back chat. We listened to Jason Black. He said something I thought was very, very powerful. Right? It was powerful, but it was also. It was also sad. It was powerfully sad too. He said that Kevin Samuels executed a plan. And I give him credit, he did. Most black dudes don't have that kind of motivation to execute a plan, right? Any kind of plan. Then he said that he got more done in 24 months than most people will get done in 24 years. Mm-hmm. Why is that so powerful? Why do I think that's so powerful? Because look at what he achieved in 24 months. He was at the very height of his game for disrespecting black women. Who gets famous? Who becomes famous for disrespect? What kind of society are we to where a person becomes famous for disrespect? And so the motivation, right, in 24 months to execute the plan, the motivation came for the hatred of black women. So you're going to tell me, in order for black men to be motivated, they have to hate black women? You have to get on social media and start saying all kinds of bad things about black women to become motivated to execute a plan? I'm thinking about what he said. He said this man, and he really harped on it. He said this man, and he said he want to give credit where credit is due. And I agree. I'm just sitting up here listening to him. He said this man accomplished more in 24 months than most people will in 24 years. And that his motivation allowed him to execute a plan. So what were the motivations? Well, we saw the end result of what he was motivated by, right? It was a planned attack on black women. And it was it was an attempt to corral black women, and marginalize black women. Basically, it was even worse than that. If you technically really go under the bare bones of it, it was really to take away the rights of black women. That was the ultimate end game right there, to just zap the rights away from black women. You're talking about men who wanted slaves. But if you can't stomach that, at its deepest core, let's get back on the surface and say, at the very worst, they wanted to marginalize black women. They wanted to keep black women on a leash and make a black woman jump whenever they say jump. This is the motivation for him creating a plan and executing it within 24 months. How powerfully sad is that we have black men who will achieve, if they are negative and derogatory and hurtful towards their own women? What does that say about us as black men? What kind of image does that leave us? Okay? And what does that say what are people saying about us when they all of a sudden understand what I just said to you as it pertains to us? That in order for us to be motivated to do something, to execute a plan, we have to have some kind of negative outburst towards our women. Now, is it tragic that Kevin Samuels passed away? Yes, it is. Is it terrible? Yes, it is. We don't wish harm on anyone, even if we don't agree with them. And trust me, the Ebony Star Network did not agree with anything that came out of the mouth of Kevin Samuels. Not one word. But we surely did not want their brother to die. And we're certainly not going to partake in any kind of celebration of his passing. But we will not ignore what he stood for when he was alive. That we will not ignore, and that we will talk about. And if someone has a problem with us talking about that, I don't know what to tell you because we're going to talk about it anyway, whether you have a problem with it or not. And to sit here now, I heard some brothers pretty much giving eulogies, and that's cool. That's what you want to do. Fine. I'm not saying, but to sit here and try to act like this brother was some angel or some man of righteousness walking around here, it's just disingenuous. I'm not saying if you want to remember the brother, that's a good brother to you or whatever, that's fine. You can do all of that. But let's be realistic about the public. Okay? The man hurt a lot of black women. Now y'all want to say words, right? But we know that words matter to black women because they're different from us. Stop trying to make them like us. Stop trying to make them be unfeminine. They're not masculine people. They're feminine people. They have their nature and their ways. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop penalizing them for being women and telling them that they can't be upset or telling them that they can't behave normally the way they behave because they've been hurt by something that was said in a vicious manner. Stop telling them that they can't do that, especially if the viciousness is unwarranted. This man said some of the worst things I ever heard a man say to a woman. Hell, some of the things he said, I wouldn't even say. Let me tell you one of the things I heard this man say. This woman was pregnant, right? And he told her, dude had absolutely no respect for her pregnancy or the baby in her stomach. Absolutely no respect whatsoever. He said, giving birth don't make you special. Any dog can shit out of a litter. I'm sorry, any dog can shit out a litter of puppies. It just means your wound works. That's some of the most disgraceful, disgusting, and craziest things I ever heard a man say to a woman, especially a pregnant woman. If I was mad beyond belief, okay, and hated a woman, I wouldn't say some shit like that. What kind of hated shit is that? Let me I'm frozen, I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, we can't ignore the message that he was putting out there, or that it was a plan. He saw himself taking off, and he went with it, creating conflicting dynamics for both the men and the women. He was constantly contradicting himself, And then he made up this imaginary high value man who's all about the only value he has is money wise, monetary. And that's not
Okay,
a
I'm back.
high value man. Okay.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, and so sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, and so like I said, I would never say that to a woman. That's some of the most disrespectful, craziest thing I ever heard a man say to a woman. Okay. Now, let's get into all of this. He did all these things in 24 months and how he was motivated. It's sad when we have to sit up here and say that a black man was motivated by disdain and hatred for black women. We can't get motivated for anything else. We can't get motivated no other kind of way. How about more of us get motivated like dads on duty, who was motivated by the violence that was going on in the schools where their children attended, and they went and they did something about it? How can we get more? Can we get more motivation like that? Why do we have to be motivated to do something, and that motivation has to be the hatred of black women? Why is that? And I'm talking about do it up big too. I mean, this dude became an overnight sensation because he told a black woman that she's average at best and she gonna die alone. I mean, come on, man. Let's take a look at something here. Let's be realistic about something, about our image as black men. So you guys don't want to have this discussion because I've heard some of you call in with your fake outrage, your fake crocodile tears. And it's really sad because you actually think that this guy was some kind of male black hero. Like he pulled you out of some kind of dark area. And now y'all feel like y'all got some kind of false sense of understanding that's going to create some kind of leadership, which will ultimately lead you to black female submission. And that's not the case. I mean, the stuff I heard from some of you is absolutely insane. And I'm saying to myself, man, what is wrong with you guys? Are your brains permanently broken? Something isn't working. The man became famous from a video that went viral disrespecting a black woman. What about that you don't understand? What about that is righteous? When I drop the link tonight, I want somebody to come up here and point out the righteousness in that because I'm confused. Where's the righteousness in bullying a woman, telling her she's average, insulting her looks, telling her that she's average, and that she's going to die alone? Something that you don't have the final call over, something that you don't have the qualifications, a call that you don't have the qualifications to make, but you made it anyway. And he went viral for that. He didn't get viral. Check this out, people. He didn't get viral from saving a black baby, helping a black school, building a black project in the community, helping the youth, building a place of gainful employment for his people, furthering education for young black youth. He didn't get famous for none of these things. He didn't get famous for fighting against the school to prison pipeline or fighting this massive takeover by the LGBT community in just about every facet of our life. You can't even turn the TV on now. They everywhere. They in video games. All of these androgynous characters confusing your kids. Anal condoms and with fifth graders. He's not famous for doing fighting any of these causes. Or he's famous for disrespect. Now I want a man to come up here tonight and be man enough to tell me that that's something worthy to be famous about. Come up here and say with a straight face and an honorable face and a face of integrity that that's something to be worthy to be famous about. Tell me that that's something righteous. All you Kevin Samuels crybabies, and that's not a slap at him, I'm talking about you, the crybabies. I want you to come up here and tell me that that is an honorable thing he got famous for. Which one of you crybabies are brave enough to tell me that that's something honorable to be famous for? A man, an older man, pretty much out of his league anymore. He doesn't have the game anymore. Clearly didn't have the game anymore. I mean, 57, almost 60. Dude, you're out of the game at that point. Usually guys that age got money, they got a maid, they probably got a little girlfriend, that comes up every now and then. And that's pretty much it. Not some, outdated wannabe dating coach thinking he's still in the game, thinking he still got it. First of all, you ain't even giving nobody no advice. All you're doing is being disrespectful to black women. That's not giving out dating advice. Telling black women what they can and cannot have, it's not dating advice. And fellas, listening to an old dude who's past his prime when it comes down to women tell you what black women can and cannot have, that's not dating advice. That is not dating advice. He's not telling you anything. And then, a minute you stupid anyway. I mean, you actually believe that what he got famous for is some honorable thing. Man, Kevin Samuels helped. I heard some of you guys say Kevin Samuels helped black men. How and where? And what black men did he help? Y'all got me screwed up, man, because somehow y'all done seen these things that has gone past everybody else. I don't know anybody that knows that he helped anyone. Where did you guys see this at? Randy Sokow said last night that Kevin Samuels pointed out the truth about black women. Let's go over some of the truths he said Kevin Samuels tell. According to Randy Sokow, here's a truth that Kevin Samuels tell. He says that black women want traditional black men, but don't want to be traditional themselves. Is that a bunch of caca? And that's a made-up talking point. That's a bunch of BS. That's really not even worth answering, but let's humor it for a second. If a black woman had a traditional man, then she would have hit the jackpot. Because a traditional man will have resources, consistent resources. He'll be able to protect her. He'll have a home for her, not an apartment, not a camper, not an extra seat on a bicycle, but a real home to where she can rest and nest in environment. So if she got a traditional man, okay, she will automatically become traditional because she can nest in the environment. She can be herself. She can be a woman in the environment. That's what I'm saying. These talking points are BS. This is something that you're making up because you want to have something to fuss at black women about because you really have nothing else. And if you're not a traditional male, then why are you making the argument that black women want traditional men but don't want to be traditional themselves? If you're not traditionally male, then they're not checking for you anyway. So why are you concerned? And let's just be, come on, man. Let's just be honest. Now, a lot of you brothers are unfit to be with black women. Let's stop beating around the bush here. Let's stop playing games. Many of you are unfit to be in a relationship with a woman. Some of you are 40 years old and you dress like an 18, 19-year-old gangbanger. Some of you are married with kids and you dress like a child yourself. So that goes to your mentality, right? Your maturity level. Your sartorial expression has a lot to do with your maturity level. You 35-year-old backpack dudes, 35 carrying around book packs like you're in the seventh grade. But only there's no books in them. There's a PlayStation in there with games, an Xbox in there with games and controllers and shit. You 35, you hiking it, you riding a bicycle over to your dude's house. He 37. You understand? Y'all in there with controllers and games and shit. I mean, are you serious? And you want a black woman to submit to you and look to you for some kind of leadership? Y'all up here playing video games, and then you ain't even smart enough to get paid to play the video games. Do you know these white boys and these Asian dudes who play these video games just like you, with one exception, they get paid to do it? A lot of them gamers are millionaires. You guys ain't even got the will to do that. Y'all want to go and play video games and beat each other just for bragging rights in the hood. Are you serious? Y'all not making any money off the video games. It'd be one thing if you was making money. If you was getting the money. You ain't getting shit, man. Y'all just playing for bragging rights. So you wasting your time. You burning time. Many of you aren't working. That's why you got backpacks. 9 times out of 10, the dude with the backpack is unemployed. He lives at home with his second mama, his girlfriend. That we can hashtag mama friends. From now on, we call a girl friend who's also serving as a second mother. We're going to call her a mama friend. So somebody hashtag mama friend. That's our new term for girls who want to also substitute as mothers for grown as childish men. So he lives at home with his mama friend who enables him, because as soon as he comes home, he complains to her about his boy had a game that he didn't have. And she said, okay, baby, I'll get you the game when I get my check on Friday. It takes a strong man, an intelligent man, an adult man to be in a real committed relationship with a woman, a mature man. Not some weak, immature, overgrown man-child. A man who can't even dress properly for his age. A lot of y'all look like fools. And the black women who see you dressed like clowns in your advanced age should never take you seriously and never take you seriously as a mate. You are too childish. Many of you are too immature to be fathers. That's why the absentee rate is so high. Many of you are pumping dumpers because you're juvenile. You're a juvenile minded. You're a juvenile minded boy, and you think that you can have sex and hump with no consequences, like you living home with your mama. So let's just get with it, man. You guys aren't fit. A lot of y'all aren't fit to be in a relationship with a black woman. And Kevin Samuels knew that. So he frequently lied about you all the time. Oh, you didn't hear all those lies he told about you? How he tried to get black women day in and day out, podcasts to lower their standards. So a lot of you dweebs and you worthless mongoloids can have a chance at a relationship with a black woman. You know, you guys that got the sex dolls on steroids. Come on now. He repeatedly lied about the image of black men, called you guys high value when there's not a high value man amongst you. And the high value man he's talking about ain't even black. He's a white man he's trying to pattern some phony black high value black men after. The same thing like the black manosphere, right? Copied off the white manosphere. These guys copy everything they see from white men. His talking points are from white men. His image is from white men. He has a white corporate image. That's not a black image he's showing you. That's a corporate image. That's a white image. Now, where were you when Mr. Samuels completely sold out in front of everybody? Oh, I'm afraid it's so. You don't remember? I remember that podcast as if it was yesterday. His words went a little something like this. People call me a sellout. Well, I don't call it a sellout. I call it buying in. And so, because he has the influence of many of you weak-minded individuals who happen to call yourselves black men, you actually believed it was okay to sell out. What are you going to do now? You haven't learned anything from him. Hell, he didn't even teach you how to talk to a woman. You still don't know how to talk to women. Many of you are effeminate because you pattern your sartorial expressions after him, and he was suspect at best. I mean, anytime a man takes a picture in pink, low-cut heel shoes with tight jeans that are high watered with 30 to 60 zippers on it, and then some kind of fuchsia looking blouse and some kind of man purse. That was a man purse. What is that? Men don't carry purses. Man, are you guys crossed? Newsflash. Men don't carry purses. Women do. See, that's your problem now, right? Many of you are hell bent on being women. Even if you're wearing a suit, you don't give a fuck about it. Even if you're wearing a suit. This is where we came up with the term alpha feminine male. What is a alpha feminine male? A male who thinks he is a dominant woman. That is a alpha feminine male. A male who thinks he is a dominant woman. One more time for the definition of alpha feminine male. A male who thinks he is a dominant woman. Kevin Samuels was an alpha feminine male. There's several alpha feminine males in the manosphere. Woke Progressive is an alpha feminine male. These men believe that they are dominant black women. And because they believe that, right, they think that they have the right to tell black women anything. To tell black women where to go, to tell black women what they're going to do, to tell black women when to stop, when to go, when to pass go, when to go to the bathroom, when to stand up, when to sit down, when to go to sleep. They think they can tell black women anything because they feel that they are the cream of the crop of black women themselves. They feel that they are dominant, they feel like they are the alpha black woman. So the next time, ladies, you run into a dude that acts that way, you may have an alpha queen on your hands, an alpha feminine male. You can chop it up. You can call him alpha queen. You can call him, you know, you may have an alpha queen on your hands. He may think that he's a dominant black woman. He may think that he's a black woman and he's alpha over you. He's more dominant than you. You see what makes them think that they alpha? Because they have the mind of a female but the body of a male. So they figure that the male's body is overpowering. So that's what gives them the sense of them being alpha over you. So we talk about legacies, right? We talk about a lot of people who passed on. We talked about Michael Jackson when he passed away. We talked about Robin Williams when he passed away. We talked about a lot of stars when they passed away. Hell, we even talk about our loved ones when they pass away. Sometimes we talk more about it when they pass away than we did when they were alive. What's the exception with Kevin Samuels? Is he some kind of exception? I wasn't aware that he was an exception. You see, people recant your life once you pass away. People who knew you, they run down what they know about you. They run down what your life was like when they knew you. When you meet your end, it is untimely. Understand, people will hear the voices of your reckoning. And what are the voices of your reckoning? Those voices are the people that knew you, that were scorned by you, who are now espousing the discomfort and the anguish that you caused them. Now we want to sit there and say, "Oh, they haters." They're not haters. They were people who were wronged unrightfully, and they want retribution. They want justice. And so they want their voices heard. They want you to know that this wasn't a pillar of the community that you're trying to make him out to be. That this wasn't a Robin Hood. That this wasn't a man of righteousness. This wasn't a man of love. He didn't spread love. He spread hatred. And he poisoned the minds of many young black men. Even some old black men are walking around here screwed up in the head after listening to this dude. So when a man meets his end, he has no control over the voices that will speak long after his life has ended here in this world. Voices of retribution and reckoning, they will have their day. And you will feel their vibration, whether you like it or not. Why? Because it is what your man, while he was alive, he created these voices. He created these voices of agony and anguish and anger. He created them. So don't get mad at those voices. Those voices are seeking, their voices are seeking justice. And many of you, I've heard many of you say, well, you didn't know the man, so why do you care? Whatever. It matters to them. That's all that matters. You weren't the one behind the things that was said, so you don't know how they feel. You can sit up here and run your mouth about what is what simply because Kevin Samuels was your man and you don't like what's going down. You can feel that way, but you have no right to tell people how they can feel. Just because they don't have words of love for your man like you do. Well, understand, your man didn't love everybody. Maybe he loved you, but sowed hatred to a lot of other people. I mean, you can just look at his podcast and see how disrespectful he was to women. It was automatic. It wasn't even anything that you had to wait for. It was almost immediate. I mean, he had no patience. He would yell at them. He would bully them. But this is somebody you're calling a hero, a bully of young women. An old dude that was past his prime, really didn't have no business in the game anyway. He was really out of his depth. He should have sat down somewhere and just became an elder and gave advice from time to time to the youngsters. Should have just sat down somewhere. All this trying to run with these young men. This is a young man. Listen, this is for young people now. I was telling Charlene in the one time about the dating scene. I'm old, you know. I've been out of the dating scene since hell froze. I don't even know what's going on anymore, you know. And I was telling her how the dating is for the young people now. And it's interesting. It's new and different things. Like I'm learning some of the stuff that you guys are doing. I ain't never seen some of this stuff before that you guys are doing. You know? I stay in my lane. You guys got all kinds of new stuff. Y'all are mastering the art of relationship without being in one. I don't know how y'all accomplishing that, but some of you are. But anyway, we're getting back to your mans in them. Mr. You're gonna, I don't want to harp on this, okay? But they said you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Like I said, he was out of his depth anyway. 57 and you're a relationship guru? and you had bad marriage. How are you having bad? First of all, I'm really shocked at a lot of you brothers, man. Usually women fall for this. This is no knock against women, but usually women fall for one person telling them about a relationship and disregard the fact that that one woman has been divorced 6 times or 5 times and don't really have no current relationship because she can't maintain a relationship because there's actually something wrong with her, but she's convincing other women that there's nothing wrong with her. There was something wrong with all the men, right? Usually that don't happen to guys though. Usually guys don't get caught up that because we don't listen to somebody to tell us about relationships that don't have a successful one and don't even have a girl. We don't do that. We don't even listen to people like that, right? Usually women get caught up like that, right? But now things have changed. Women aren't getting caught up. Men are getting caught up like that now. Now y'all listening to bums who don't have any girls, can't get a girl, don't know how to talk to a girl, couldn't teach you how to talk to a girl to save their life, right? And the conversation is about pumping and dumping. Alpha male strategies. If you listen to the things that he say, notice that when he was out there in his prime, so-called getting the punani, right? Dude was a mindless sexual pervert. He didn't even have no real relationships with women. If the relationship lasted 10 minutes, he was only there 5 minutes just so he can get it, so he can get up out of there and move to the next one. So what can he possibly tell you about a relationship? You guys are dumb. Y'all don't even listen to the people who are talking to you, and you don't vet any of the people that's talking to you. Like that fool that was sitting up there telling y'all that he don't want a woman that doesn't prioritize all of her time around him. Man, you know how stupid that sound? That's stupid. And then these guys can't, you don't see none of these guys with a female. They can't produce one for you. Even Alan Roger Curry, before he got married, was running his mouth about, for the longest, his selling point was, even though he's college educated and scholarly and all, but his calling card was some book he wrote called Mo 1, which I'm going to read one day because I am interested in Mo 1. I want to see exactly what he's talking about. So I'm going to get ahead and support the brother financially, get Mo 1 because it's more intelligent to actually read the book first, then come and say something about it. So I'm going to get and support the brother. I'm going to get Mo 1, and I'm going to read it. I'm going to come up here and talk about it one day. So I really want to see what that, because he keeps running his mouth about that book. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and break down about the book. So, and then his calling card for the longest was he got fellatio inside of a supermarket. Dude, how long ago was that? 200 years ago? But at least he wised up. He's got a wife now, so he could produce his woman. So his situation is legit now. You see, women make you legit, bro. These other dudes ain't got no women, man. They ain't got nobody with them. You be realistic about something. You think a guy that told you with a serious face that he don't want a woman that doesn't prioritize all of her time around him, you honestly think a guy like that got a woman? Y'all so damn dumb. Y'all don't even listen to what these guys say to you. You honestly believe he got a woman? Come on now. And listen, what's your man claim? What's his biggest? Some of y'all said, well, Kevin Samuels done help married couples. A dating coach? Help married couples? What is a dating coach doing helping married couples? If somebody pulling my leg, Kevin Samuels helped several married couples. What? Again, what is a dating coach doing helping married couples? What can a dating coach say to married couples that's going to help them out? What? Pump and dump? Bend over the couch, dude? The next time you take her to the store, buy more than one white beat. I mean, what's he going to say? Cook them pancakes, baby? What is a dating coach going to tell a married couple? Anyway, so let's not act like dude was some kind of Lawrence of Olivier or some shit. Well, then maybe he was. All right, anyway, forget about that. Okay, we're not talking about Gandhi here. We're talking more like Mussolini or some other kind of tyrant. The man made a living off of disparaging black women. And I hate that y'all do this to black women. I love black women so much. I can't stand what you niggas do, man. Y'all take advantage of their emotions. And y'all think that shit is cool. You take advantage of their emotions, then you turn around and call them bees and hoes and say that they're all effed up after you done got them all emotionally out of control by antagonizing the hell out of them. Okay? Insulting them, abusing them. You done got them all emotionally out of control with your abuse. But then you got the nerve to turn, after you done that, got the nerve to turn around and act like you haven't done anything and say that there's something wrong with them. And then become some fake guru, dating coach, / black woman. So I don't know what he's supposed to be, a black woman discipliner or something like that, a black woman disciplinarian. After you done drove the woman half crazy emotionally, you done drove the woman crazy. Now you want to play disciplinarian, talking about, well, y'all got a problem. Well, you created those problems. And don't even get me started on the community, man. Y'all don't want that smoke. Or the filth you done left in the daggone community. And you won't do nothing as a leader. I mean, y'all really got some nerve to have these podcasts, dog. Have you guys lost your ever-loving mind? Y'all really got some guts to do these podcasts. Y'all niggers ain't hitting on shit. You don't do shit, dog. The black woman is winning. She out here creating businesses. She got Goldman and Sachs pledging 10 billion or something like that. Ain't nobody giving you any money. Who is pledging 10 million, 100 million? Who's doing that for the black man? RBR, who's a lunatic, right? He says society hates black men. Really? Does society hate black men, or do black men hate themselves? I'm in society. I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's not any rough spots in society. There most definitely is. I'm not saying that there's no racism. Oh, it most definitely is racism out this way. And it ain't just with white folks anymore. Matter of fact, is when it comes to racism, white folks is almost old news, y'all. There are new and improved racists out here. White people are starting to take a back seat when it comes to racism. These Asians and these Hindus, these Arabs, these Hispanics, are you kidding me? They're worse than white people. And the Hindus, they go out their way to be racist. Let me tell you something. If you walked past a Hindu, and if he could call you the N word, and you walk past and went down to the next corner, he will run all the way down there, call you the N word, and run all the way back to where he was. That's how bad they on it. They will track you. They will follow you and discriminate against you. And they will look you in the face, discriminate against you, like it's okay to do it, like nothing else is supposed to happen. I've witnessed this several times. The Asians are bad too. Oh man, they bad. The Arabs are really bad. The Hispanics are tripping. The Dominicans are tripping out. The Puerto Ricans think they white. White people, man, they starting to fall down to the back. You got these new races out here, and they on something different. So no, it's no. I'm not saying that, society don't have its pitfalls, but I'm not gonna sit up here and say I can't do anything or I can't be productive because society hates black men. That's just not the case. Nobody is holding me back except myself. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. And I'm not saying that there aren't real issues. But I've been blessed. Nobody has held me back. I have been able to push through all of my adversity. I gotta give it up to God for that. I've been able to push through all my adversity. You know what the problem is? When you hear a lunatic like RBR says society hates black men, right? That allows you to make an excuse for yourself. And you don't even realize it. You don't want to push, you don't want to go the extra mile, you don't want to believe in yourself because you have in your mind, well, society hates black men. Let me not do anything. If I try it, it's going to fail because society hates black men. Let me not go and take this driver test today, so I'll never get a license because society hates black men. Let me not go and purchase a roll of toilet paper so I can go to the bathroom and shit on myself and never wipe myself again and walk around and smell like a turd for the rest of my life because society hates black men. Hey man, why you smell like a turd? Well, it's because I didn't wipe my butt. Why you didn't wipe your butt? I couldn't buy any toilet paper. Why? Because society hates black men. Seriously, I couldn't buy any more toilet paper to wipe my ass because society hates black men. See how ridiculous that sounds? And you guys take that to heart. You listen to a lunatic like that, right? And you believe everything he tells you. He tells you society hates black men and you believe it. And so now you go out here with that in mind and you underachieve. You become stagnant. You become complacent. Then you accept being in last place. You accept running a race and finishing last. Because now you have a mental crutch, right? Society hates black men. So now you feel it's your duty now to underachieve. And do you believe that the black woman is not watching you? She's watching you defeat yourself. She's watching you create mental crutches in your mind. And she's watching you underachieve. And you guys got the nerve to make these podcasts and create these crazy ass shows talking about some she's average at best and she's going to die alone and what's your dress size and all this other nonsense. You can't even get your own mental game together. Meaning you are weak. That's why y'all in these groups, these red pills, and we bunched up with dudes with this nut to butt mentality because mentally and emotionally, you guys are weak and you don't have any dog in you. You don't have that want to. You don't have that willpower. Many of you can't take a punch nor throw one. You don't have that thick skin. You've never been punched in your face before. You never took a shot to the body. You've never been roughed up. You've never been in a wrestling match. You never got beat up. You don't know what it's like to be in a fight. That's why y'all walking around here now talking about you want to have intellectual discussions because you can't fight. You're afraid of conflict when it should be the other way around. You should be intelligent and built for physical conflict. I'm not saying don't be intelligent. Of course, be intelligent. But also be built for physical contact. A woman also needs a man that can physically protect her, not one who just runs his mouth all goddamn day and say coward shit like, why do I have to go to check to see what went bump in the night? Why can't she? You believe that? A black dude actually said that. And check this out, after he said that, he still had a bunch of male followers. What kind of coward shit is that? Why do I have to go check to see what went bump? Listen to this shit. A man is saying this. Why do I have to go check to see what went bump in the night? Why can't she go? What? And he still had male followers after that. Matter of fact, there was guys that came to me, I hear you, man, I hear you. What kind of weak shit is that? And you guys wonder why black women don't want to have your children anymore. You guys are the weakest and sorriest crop of black men today that have ever come out the womb of a black woman. You are by far the weakest. Out of all of the generation of black men that led up to this generation, you are by far, far and away the weakest and the worst. You have allowed your communities to lay in ruins and become completely corrupted. You have the highest absentee father rate. You are competing to be at the very top of the very bottom. You have no respect for your woman. You have no respect for your children. You running around here with a dog mentality. All you want to do is hump. Many of you can't even dress like grown ass men. A lot of you are like extremely immature. The woman can't count on you for nothing. You have no leadership in your communities whatsoever. So there's a bunch of corrupted males running around in your community where you put the black woman in a position to where she has to choose the best from the worst. You don't own anything. You don't produce anything. There's not one race of men or man on this planet that you produce equal to or more than. You, my friend, do absolutely nothing. And the fact that you cling to some dude who gets exposure and becomes somewhat famous for disrespect shows how sad and pathetic this generation of black men are. This guy isn't no Malcolm X or Medgar Evers or Vernon Johns or Thurgood Marshall or Dr. King, Marcus Garvey. He's not even now shoved. He's none of these. That's your hero. That's what you. That's what the generation of black men today. That's what you recognize as a hero. Kevin Samuels. That's your idea of a hero. That's your Malcolm X. That's your Dr. King. That's your Medgar Evers. That's your Thurgood Marshall. That's your Johnny Cochran Sr. Kevin Samuels. Maybe black women have a point. Maybe they have a point. Maybe it is time to stop giving birth to some of y'all. Maybe they just might have a point. And with that being said, I am now at the end of my rant. Ladies, come alive.
Yes, Max, we're here.
Did y'all enjoy the rant?
Yeah, you went in.
You can drop the link too, Dave, if you want.
Okay. All right.
Anybody want to come up here and challenge what I say? I'm right here. So what you guys think of the rant, y'all? Lay it on me.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think I think it was fire. I think it's
Well, conscious, you know what, conscious? It may be the end of some black people if they think Kevin Samuels is a hero. If that's who black men are picking out as heroes, it might just be the end. Go ahead. Drop the link, y'all.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Okay. I think what
You were saying?
people is trying to be polite.
I'll be right back, y'all. I got to deal with the nurse. So give me 15 minutes. Okay? I'll be right back.
People are trying to be polite and mannerly. Are they going to that old fallout where, okay, now that the person's passed away, we're not talking about their faults or their negativity. It's like it's all got wiped clean because they passed away. And no, and they trying to uh make him out to be this like hero.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Did you see what Conscious wrote in the chat saying how folks are talking? It's the end of the black race.
Because KS passed away. Nah, not because of that. There's a whole bunch. Is it?
Right? Come on. It can't be just because of that. That's just one factor. And I mean, just let's be honest. Like KS, he had what 1 million subscribers, and we have a lot of black people in the states. So, I mean, he's touching people. There's a lot of people who I could ask, and nobody has never heard of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They want to, as I said, they want to superhero him as because he passed away. But oh yeah, are they trying to point out all the good things instead of negative, like they utilizing him. Oh, okay, I disrespect him, but I'm kind of proud of him because he was able to do more things, and stuff like that. But the things he's doing is negative. How is that a good thing? How is uh uh dragging black women helping the community, helping us, his solution is you're gonna die alone unless you change. You gotta accept him for where he's at. Look at your own faults and stuff like that. And then you gotta lower your standards and stuff like that. Your standards is gonna have you die alone, feeding on the fear. And then, oh, you chose badly. You should have chose better. You should have chose a man with standards. You should have high value. You no longer value because you have kids and you of a certain age and stuff like that. What good are you? It's playing either on women's fear. We're trying to raise up the men and lower them at the same time. Yeah. He's part of the gender war that he's part of the gender war that's coming about. Hey, Aaron Collins.
What up, Aaron? What's going on, yo?
So Max, my brother, Charlene, Dane, my sisters. Man, I'm so glad to see y'all.
Shout out to Conscious in the chat, Hassan. What's up with the chat? What's going on, y'all? What do you think about that rant? What do you think about that rant, Aaron?
Man, I was about to tell you, bro. I was just about to tell you, man. This is one of your classic rants. I'm like, yeah, this is one of this is classic Max right here. And I'm like, this is the Max that I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I'm not saying
I had to get back to my roots, man.
Yeah. And I'm not saying you don't have the ability to be nice, because I know you do. But man, you know what? It's real though. I mean, if you saw what I put in the chat, that black men have been taking L's for too damn long, and quite frankly, I'm tired of it. I'm sick
taking crazy L's, yo. I mean, L's that they don't have to take.
Yeah,
just crazy L's, man, everywhere.
And I'm gonna say this: by far, I was not a fan of Kevin Samuels at all. I mean, I can't stand the way he disrespected black women. But I'm not gonna be I'm not celebrating his death either. I mean,
no, we're not celebrating. But he can be talked about. People get talked about. But, when they're alive and when they're dead. They get talked about more after they die. They talked about Michael Jackson. Talked about it. Look, we talk about everybody. Okay.
But why do they call this dude the Godfather? Godfather what? What was he the Godfather of?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea.
I mean,
I'm still trying to I'm still confused as to what advice he gave married couples. I can't. I can't get past that.
Yeah, I don't know what advice he gave the married couples. I mean,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
can
I
a
don't know what
dude
that's
that's
about.
been, or how can someone that's been divorced twice give advice to any
Exactly.
a man anything? To be honest with you, I
Yeah,
don't
she's
care
a
if it's
kind of
cool.
fake ass dating coach. The hell you doing? What the hell is a dating coach doing? Giving married couples an advice.
I mean,
Exactly.
you should give them advice on how not to fail. That's about it. I'm just saying.
We're at 3 failed marriages, 2 or 3, and yeah, dating coach. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, don't y'all want? Should a dating coach have some kind of success in his past?
You would think.
It depends. I don't know. I think it depends on how much success.
Same, but these guys are losers, man. Like, okay, he losing, everybody losing. Like,
Yeah.
yo,
And he's secretly calling. This is the tripped out part. He's backhanded, telling them they losers and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Well, you heard what
see
Golden
how
Shower
he
said, right?
insults them.
Well, you heard what Golden Shower said. Golden Shower said we had the $2,000. He would have gave to him. He would have gave it to him to improve his life.
What? Do you? And
Yeah.
this man probably won't even improve his own life for $2,000. Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like
Yeah, he'll
the
give you a
guy couldn't
makeover.
date-
He'll give you a life makeover for $2,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're going to never find a woman.
I want one of these
You by
dudes to come up here. I want
yourself.
one of these Kevin Samuels crybabies to come up here and tell me what was honorable about him becoming famous for disrespecting the black woman.
I think they unsubscribed from us.
Yeah.
And even when he was alive, I said things about Kevin Samuels that I didn't like, and I'm definitely not taking it back because that's the way he was. He presented himself that way.
Exactly. You can listen. You can speak the truth about a person. Nobody's slandering him. We speaking truth. This man was crazy, disrespectful to black women. That's truth. It's on tape.
A friend of mine gave me an excerpt of something that a video he played where a woman called in. Man, he dogged her so bad, and I'm like, wait a minute, women. And I found out he has more women followers than men. I'm like, what? I mean, women actually call this dude on purpose.
You know what I think it is? I think these guys are internet. I think women see them as internet bad boys.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think they're the representation of the bad boy online.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense because you know, I've had a woman actually dump me a long time ago because
women,
you're not a bad boy.
And women, huh?
And she said, "You're not a bad boy. You're a nice guy, Aaron, but you just I want a bad boy." And I was in Job Corps at the time, and the dude that she dumped me for was actually a room leader of a former room I was in. And man, I tell you, he walked her dogs. I mean, he destroyed her to the point where she was like, "Well, Aaron, no, my mom said I shouldn't have never broken with you." Yeah, well, too late now. You got what you wanted. And well, I hope you have fun, but apparently you didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Be conscious.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What up, Con? What's going on, bro?
Chilling. How's everybody's night? Y'all all right?
Yeah, man. We was just, we kind of going in a little bit. I'm still waiting for one of these crybabies to come up here. And
y'all can be talking about Godfather like that, man. Y'all can talk about him. Yeah, who gonna stop?
I'm trying to figure out why is it that he had an impact on men in the way that he did. I can understand why women hate him because the things he said, but I'm trying to figure out why the man, like you said, call him the Godfather and thought that he had words of wisdom. Like it's something in these men that are like hurt and broken. That's the thing.
It's the Pied Piper effect, basically. The Pied Piper. Like R. Kelly called himself the Pied Piper of R&B. Well, he was the Pied Piper of Black YouTube.
Yeah,
a lot of these guys are lost, man. They're looking for any reason to lay down. That's why I brought RBR in, because RBR always says society hates black men. Well, when you see he's reckless in saying it, he doesn't realize when he say that, he give a lot of black men an excuse to quit. because they fall back and they use that as a crutch. Well, society hates black men. I don't have to achieve it. I don't have to push. I don't have to dig down deep. I ain't got to believe in myself. I ain't got to go the extra mile. I ain't got to get up early in the morning because society hates black men. So if I fail, who cares?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
See how I seem just so bleak. See?
And okay, yeah, and I give it. Okay, I give him that. Okay, yeah, okay. Society does hate black men. Okay, now what? You gonna just roll over and die?
No,
I mean,
exactly.
no, I'm just saying though. But especially after that, the effects of how people are reacting, it just seems like it's dividing us even more. And then not even just Kevin Samuels, the Roe versus Wade. Like this has been a crazy week. Though.
yeah.
Man.
Roe versus Wade.
Yeah, I think it's dividing different types of black people.
Yeah.
Okay. You have black people that feel that he accomplished something, which I thought was ridiculous. Listen to Jason Black talking about this man accomplished more in 24 months than people will accomplish in 24 years. But what are you talking about? What's the accomplishment?
I think
Becoming famous for disrespect?
I mean, I think like I'm not trying to, but you got to give him credit. He marketed this shit well. I mean,
but look at the product.
I'm not saying you know, it's almost like cigarettes or alcohol. You know, it's gonna have some side effects, and I ain't gonna tell you.
You know what? That's a good. That's good. That's a good way of putting it.
The only thing he really accomplished more was more.
That's a good way of putting it, Con. Like cigarettes and alcohol. You're right. Yeah.
But I mean, you gotta give him credit. Like after that, I guess the average at best video. He took he seized the moment, like good or bad, but you know, he did seize the moment.
That average at best video is pretty much like his Ballad of the Bullet speech, so to speak.
Yeah.
I know he just did another one too, didn't he? Yeah. Something about the 35 and leftovers or some shit like that.
Yeah, I heard he called women over.
That got him on the news.
Wow.
Oh, we got somebody else on the panel. Who's that?
Okay, that is Drea.
Okay.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good night.
Thank you,
hey sister, how you doing?
I'm doing
I'll be right
well.
back, y'all.
Mm-hmm. I like the analogy, what Conscious said about the cigarettes and the alcohol, and I was thinking the same thing as far as on the lines of like how he presented himself and dressed for the audience who he was presenting these ideas to and speaking to. When people watched his programming, they saw him dressed all, you know, eloquently and stuff, and they thought he may have something good to say. Granted, everything coming out of his mouth was just bullshit, but he looked a certain way, looked a certain part, and so he played it very well.
Basically, everything that came out of his mouth was toxic.
And I wondered about that too. Why most of his followers were women when a lot of the things he's saying was so degrading to women. I think it's because, you know how some people stay in a bad situation or a bad relationship, even though the shit stinks, and they keep going back and back and back. That is kind of like what I see his channel as. Like they keep going back to his channel and calling in, even though it's horrible.
Yeah. It's like they were gluttons for punishment. It's like, I'm like, yeah, it was a good analogy. It's basically what's that is Stockholm syndrome, where you like start having compassionate feelings for your captor. And I'm like, well, this man's destroying your heart. You still keep going back to him.
That's true. And then when he says certain things, it's like if they react a certain way, then they'll say, oh, this is the black woman getting mad. Look, the angry black woman. But the things that you say has consequences, including reactions that might not be favorable to what he's trying to get, people to react as, because he says really messed up stuff. And when he says really messed up stuff, you're going to get a reaction that the person is not pleased with what you say.
100% pure facts.
But I think he knew that though. I I
All
think
for the ratings.
I
And if people are watching and knew
like
that, why are they still calling in?
Yeah,
because people
Khan had a
like
point
film.
too.
We like
Well,
film.
I
He
think
did
it's like Malik said. There are some of those women are calling because they think they're better than the woman being disrespected, or and I think there's some women that believe that part about the truth hurts, and because it's hurting their feelings, oh, it must be the truth because it's hard to take.
And some women like being humiliated though too.
Or they
I'm
want
not
to
saying a
see
lot,
people
but
win.
it's some out there. I think
Mhm.
that's a factor too.
Yeah.
Like
So there's a lot of people still talking about him. I was actually I just happened to be clicking through some live streams today, and I came across one. Tommy was doing one today. He claimed that Kevin Samuel stole some of his material, and then never gave him no credit.
he been saying
Oh
that.
yeah. Same thing with Jason Black. He stole quite a few YouTubers' point of view, including some of the women. You
Mm.
know, if we was to go to every black channel and they say something about relationships or things about between men and women or women or men, and you might see the next day or in some cases within the next hour that he go live, you might see your what you was discussing or what you was talking about or your points, or he'll take a version of your points and twist it to his own ends or means.
It's a lot of YouTubers that do that though.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't want to say unfortunately, but I think that's just part of the game. But I mean, he getting people on even in his death. That's the crazy part. That's what I've been looking at. I've been looking at a few YouTubers and they done like tripled their viewers and shit just talking about Kevin Samuel.
Yeah, that's gonna happen for a while because what he's a big one and he's been talking dirt, and there's been a lot of things that's been going on with Manosphere, red pillars, where they have been talking mess and dirt and bull on black women, and then stuff start coming out about them. They they're going to jail, they're going to prison. It turned out they raped or they pedophiles or oh, all kind of stuff. Okay, so here you got this big YouTuber who's been talking nothing but crap on black women, and then he suddenly is gone. Well, one, the fact that he's gone is a big thing. He's fairly young. He's not elderly. He's in his mid years. And he's just gone. There's no warning of sickness or that he's been sick. You might notice, little things, and he's gone. Then all this dirt is starting to come out. Oh, not only is he gone, but he's been supposedly with the very type of woman he's been dogging and dragging through the mud that men shouldn't be with or part of or waste their time with. But yeah, here he is.
I don't
Is that
think that was even
right?
a woman, to be honest with you.
No, that's
Oh, I heard that too.
that's a woman.
I'm sorry, I just don't.
I think that's a woman.
Yeah.
I think that's
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
it.
What's up, Hassan, my brother?
Aaron, what's
Mhm.
going on, my brother?
What's going on, man? With you?
Moron, Drea,
What's going
Charlene,
on?
Dame, Max.
Hey,
So do y'all think the manosphere is gonna crumble, or you think it's gonna come
The
up?
Um,
yeah,
nah,
the
nah.
I think
manosphere,
they're on their knees right now. I don't think,
the, the manosphere started crumbling long before this. Khan. The manosphere started crumbling. I mean, they started when they came up with the version 1.0 and 2.0 and 3.0. I mean, they already started imploding. I've been saying
And
that
then
for the
and then
longest.
it was the infighting among them. So
Mm-hmm.
right
right.
now, it ain't just the women that he dogged out, or
Yeah.
that he that's is celebrating that he's gone, or not exactly unhappy that he's gone. It's in the same manosphere red pill. They are happy as well too. Oh, my competition. You know,
See,
he's gone.
I don't know.
My theory. My theory. I got this theory, right? I got this theory. When you have that much hatred abound in one single space, it's bound to turn in on itself because that's just too much hatred to be contained where it has nowhere to go. It's going to turn right in on itself. And that's exactly what's happening in the manosphere.
No, and that's exactly what happened, Aaron. All that vitriol, all that bad blood, all that hatred, it ate him alive from within. And this is why
Exactly.
he got left the way he did.
I mean,
All
one of
right?
the founding fathers of the Negro Manosphere, what, Angry Man, he left and founded his own group, the Masculine Mercenaries, because he fell out with O'Shea and Obsidian.
Mm.
They're gonna all come back together and form a council.
I think they are too.
Yeah, they gotta utilize him. And now that there's a vacuum, they need to fill. They want to fill in that space. Take on their his people. There's a vacuum. Oh no, he's gone.
So who's gonna inherit all the tight suits and all the perfume now?
I was gonna say Jason Black. Jason Black is the runner up now.
That's what I want to know.
No, I think it's gonna be the lead attorney. It's gonna be the lead attorney.
The lead attorney? Doesn't he have women followers too?
Speaking of lead attorney, speaking of lead attorney, he did a live today talking about lead attorney just did a live today talking about what Kevin Samuels meant to me. I mean,
you know.
Oh wow.
He did?
Yeah, he did. Lead attorney was live today.
That dude was crying.
Oh wow.
He was crying. He was crying.
Most of these guys don't cry for women, but they cry when something's
They cry for another. Oh wow. I can't believe it.
This is the atmosphere that Kevin Samuels built, though. This is the atmosphere that he developed. And now his sons are running around fatherless on YouTube, looking for a new daddy or zaddy.
Well, I mean, there's always. I mean, I don't want to say no one's names, but there's a few guys out there that they could run to. A couple that I know, and you know as well. I don't want to say no names. You know, y'all know who they are.
We want to know.
All right, the Tariq Nasheeds of the world. They're gonna go to him. You know, maybe the Derek Jacksons. You know,
yeah, I was thinking Derek Jackson too.
Tariq is really,
oh my God.
You know what? Tariq's got his faults, but he's kind of harmless though. Tariq, he's not that bad. I mean, I'm talking about people that are like just straight up red pill rage centric.
It's gonna become a little. I mean, a lot of little Kevins. It ain't gonna be just one. No more.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Wow.
It's gonna be a bunch of Kevin clones running around. Yeah, you're right about that.
It's gonna be Jason Black. I think it's gonna be Jason Black because he
ain't gonna cam up. Why would Jason? He don't need to cam up. So why would he do that? That's why I think it's gonna be him because he make it. I think whoever they gonna have to cam up. They're gonna kind of have to have that authentic swag, like y'all was saying, like he presented himself. You're gonna have to have that a little bit.
That's true. So maybe it is the lead attorney.
Yeah.
And then my whole thing is, he said to that woman, "Oh, you're gonna die alone." So I think those words came right back to him.
But, you know what?
Right back.
I kind of hate it.
Right back.
Die alone, no.
You right back.
You die by yourself. No matter
he came back.
Well, he was actually with a woman.
He didn't die with his wife. He didn't
he was
die
actually with a woman.
with his family around him. So hey.
But what if he died doing what he wanted to do?
Well, he was actually with a woman. And
that's a good point, Con. That's a good point.
She told the police that he was complaining of chest pains. When they tried to revive him, he was unresponsive. So the woman he was with is the one who called 911, from what I understand.
Well, I hope she can make some chicken. All right.
No damn well she can't.
Virtual chicken dinners online. I'm serious.
Well, as much as he said that black women is gonna die alone, she's never gonna have a husband or family or it just would be her and stuff
You
like
know what?
that. Hey, he wasn't with his family. He wasn't with
Like,
someone he was in a relationship with.
Yeah.
Right.
but you know what, Dame?
I really don't think he wanted that though. I
But
really
you know
don't.
what, Dame and
Why
Charlene?
wouldn't you
You
want
know
that?
what though? There's a scripture that says this: "What profit a man to gain the whole world and still lose his soul?" So he talked all this about 6 figures, and there's nothing wrong with having 6 figures or 7 figures for that matter. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't mind having. But what good is it that he talked about having 6 figures and all that, and labeling women as eights and threes and tens, and then the next minute he's meeting his creator, and possibly I don't know what kind of decision he made before he passed and into glory, but what would that all do if he was to die and spend eternity in hell?
I mean, I kind of
I
think
was thinking more.
I
Go
think
ahead.
he died doing what he wanted to do. Like he was living his life. Like why would he trade in why would he trade in what he was doing the last year? Like
And
he
right.
could
I
go
mean, yeah, you
anywhere,
got a
like
point. And the man was in his
he had
fifties, so
access
he
to,
was pretty
and
much
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm
right.
just you know what I'm saying? He might have been preaching something else. But I just thought he was doing it to hustle, you know what I'm saying, to get that money and then to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
how. But there's a consequences on how you get your money.
To
You
who?
know.
Mm-hmm.
To
Yeah.
who though? Like I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't really think he looked at this as like the truth. He looked at it like a business. Like he could almost, you know what I'm saying, sell
Okay.
people a dream.
con.
Even
But
if it's
And
a dream,
if
he's
you make
selling a
your
dream.
business through blood, there's gonna
But
be
it's done
consequences.
every day in America. I'm not saying it's right. Don't get it twisted. I think it's, you know what I'm saying. I think he kind of hurt us and the
But we
figure
on social
between the
media.
yeah.
You're gonna get exposed. It doesn't matter. You're going to get exposed.
But
Your
you,
life is
Exactly.
on there. People
but
could
let
right.
me ask you a
research
question.
you.
You think he really care about that right now? Like right now,
Well,
you think he care about like he? That's what I'm saying. He, especially like the last year, if he was struggling, like everybody was saying, like I would almost be like, shit. I kind of went out doing what I wanted to do.
Right. And you have to
I'm just
understand,
saying, not that it's good,
he
but I'm just
understood like this was a bag. Broken black men is a bag. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
And
yeah.
that's sad because he leaves a lot of people broken. It's not he didn't leave like something good behind. He
I
No,
left
he
a
understand,
lot
didn't.
of
You know,
people.
the
but
interesting thing about it is when the Manosphere had their meetup, they had a meetup a few months ago in Atlanta, and they did it with the intention of inviting Kevin Samuels out there, and he ghosted them.
he ghosted, yeah. Oh, that's
Damn. See, that shit told you he don't really care. He cared about the money.
yeah,
Hmm.
he don't care about his followers. He care about that money.
That's right.
Hmm.
You know how many
Yeah,
people in the manosphere was
and
crying? This was sad. Like there was like even Jessica X was over here, like tearing up and feeling bad. Like what the hell?
I'm
but I,
gonna miss all that money I was thinking
Everybody
of.
lost their cash cow because he was the one who was they go to. Or Kevin Samuel said this. Well, this look at what he's doing. Now they got nobody to pinpoint to. The man died early. You can't say when you turn 50 you're gonna get back you a
Yeah.
some girl who's 25. Look,
Now, my
He had to
condolences
pay
do
for
go
his
to his
25-year
family.
old. He had
I
to
do
pay
send
for his
condolences
25-year
to
old.
his family. My condolences to his mom because I heard his mom found out on social media that he passed. So my condolences do go to his family members and stuff
Yeah.
like that because they at the end of the day they lost somebody that they loved. I mean, I didn't necessarily hate him, but I wasn't his fan either. So I
Right.
mean, and
And
he did make a living off of
Right.
disparaging black women. So
Right. I mean, he made his mark. How he did it, I don't agree, but he made his mark. All right, cool.
but at some
And I'll send my condolences as well.
yeah,
Rest in
yeah.
peace.
But at some point though, if I'm not trying to blame the women, but like the it was women calling too though. Like that's the anomaly in the situation. Like why would women call to be abused like that?
I agree, Con.
they're
I
looking for
100% agree.
validation. They're looking for validation. That's why.
Yeah.
And but he was
or
using the Western
they
he was
want
using kind
to
of those
heighten him.
Western standards, like how much you weigh, you know what I'm saying? What's your dress size? Like black men don't really think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like how much you know what I'm saying? If
a woman thinks that way, not a man. A woman thinks like that.
What's your dress size and stuff like that?
No, but wasn't he asking
Most
dudes how
black men
big
don't
their
even know
stuff
what that
was too,
means.
man? I'm just like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
Really? Come on.
he asked that question too, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit sus right there, man.
Right.
But he was with a woman though, so don't that drop that argument?
Nope, he paid
No, he
for
was.
the woman.
No, he was not.
No. There's a
He was
difference
with a woman.
between
Don't
you
that
pay
kill
for
that
it
argument
and
though?
it comes freely to you.
I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute.
No, I'm just.
Listen, bro.
And I talked to gay men who said they sleep with women.
Huh?
They even admit that if they got a hole in the tree and they want sex, that tree's getting molested.
Yeah, but
Come on.
Dame, come on.
I mean, y'all ain't gonna even give him that one.
If I'm having a conversation with another dude, I'm not gonna ask him about his Johnson. I mean, and I wouldn't want him to ask me either. Cause man, come on, bro, the conversation just ended. I'm like, yeah, this thing was south.
Let me ask you this: Will you be comfortable if I asked you about your Johnson?
No, I'm not saying I would be comfortable or anything like that. So no, I wouldn't. But I'm just saying, like, doesn't that kill that argument? At least he was with him.
Man.
No?
We still don't
So
know.
he can still go both ways.
We still don't know if he was with one or not. You understand?
Okay, I'm just asking.
And I'm just telling you, we don't know if he was or not.
Yeah, you're right. I was just asking you. Don't jump on me, man. Y'all want to give him nothing.
No, I ain't jumping. I'm just saying, man. Come on, you got eyes, brother.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Yeah, that conversation will not be had. I'm like, bruh, hold on. I mean, it's just something. It's just things that men.
The only thing I'm surprised about that it was that the one was a BBW. I figured if he's gonna go in that direction, she'll have a more masculine built or more, But
what's up? I mean, okay, I understand.
I think she was just.
Maybe that was the case because he wasn't trying to wife her.
Yeah,
it was just for whatever it was that night.
Mm-hmm.
So his whole, preaching to his followers about how a woman should look, what size she needs to be, what number she is. That's all great and dandy, but for him, when it comes to dealing with a one-night situation or maybe a two-night situation, he goes for what he really wants, which is with the BBW woman that he was with.
Mm.
Yeah.
I wonder, was she 25 and over?
You really want?
Did she hit the wall?
Yeah,
she was in her early 30s. I think she was in her early 30s.
Yeah.
All right. So now she's leftovers.
Okay, so she was Oh yeah.
He's not gonna, tell the followers that. It just so happened to come out. That's not something you're gonna that goes against his brand.
People making
Well, he had a bill of bullshit that he was trying to sell people, man, and I wasn't buying it.
And
people were saying he OD'd on drugs.
About
they
what
say what
they should or should not like and stuff like that. He didn't say ask for me, this, and that. No, he said, oh no, black men or high value black men were like this, and this. And he claims to be part of the high value black men. Well, if that's true, that shows that his nonsense is like if he's a high value black man, then what? And he claims that high value black men like this certain look of a woman, this certain age, and have no children, and be more respectful of herself and her body. That proves to me he don't know what he's talking about, and he's full of crap.
Good point.
You know what? I think he initially started off just talking to a select number of men who were kind of like in those type of corporate positions who didn't really have time to court or date.
Conscious, come on.
No, I'm saying. Hold on, y'all some cool
Conscious, man. What's up with you tonight, bro?
No, listen. I think that a lot of dudes fell in that trap, and they thought that Kevin represented them. I'm not
on
trying.
the road tonight.
I'm blaming the dudes following Kevin.
People are not gonna go online and listen to that garbage he's talking about.
No, I'm blaming the dudes who follow Kevin, not saying that Kevin, but he just started a niche like I can make money.
The pink pill debunked him, his talking points, and she brought a high value man. And
but it's what I feel like. But what if I feel like I'm a high value man?
And he
Y'all so mean, man. The world is mean, man.
He knocked out a whole bunch of dudes that make under 100K.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. I know some pretty good dudes. They don't necessarily make 100K, but they good dudes.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think he started off talking to a select amount of number of dudes, but the other dudes just felt like they was in that club too, and he rode that way.
All I know is we got a bunch of Kevin orphans running around on YouTube.
See, and they think they're high value men, but they're not, right? You see what I'm saying?
And I'll be honest with y'all, I really wish that he didn't pass. I was really like, please, I hope this is a rumor.
Yeah.
And then it been confirmed. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I thought a lot of people thought he was pulling a Sansaray, but no, he really gone, y'all. It ain't coming back.
The controversy is needed because because of the topics that he brought and everything he said that people didn't agree with, it builds conversation. And then with him gone, now you have people who are going to be presenting themselves as a fake Kevin Samuels wannabe, and trying to exert their voice just like he did, but on a different level, like that RBNR dude, whatever.
Right. Well, let me tell you something.
Real Boosie Radio.
For all the black women that said winter was coming, winter was here. Yeah, winter is here, and we're about to go into summertime, and the winter's here already.
You know what? I'm from Chicago, so I'm used to winter.
Windy City, right?
What happened to the summer? We ain't gonna even get to enjoy the summer.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I live in LA now, but
really a hot girl summer now, boy.
Right? Oh yeah, they're like, yeah.
I'm actually visiting Chicago right now. I live in Los Angeles, but I'm actually in Chicago right now.
Yeah, I'll be in LA next month.
The red flag is gone. I said, now the red flag is gone. It was that he was becoming a red flag. As soon as black women hear Kevin Samuels or I agree with Kevin Samuels, oh crap. It's like a red flag. Oh well. Now that red flag is gone. Maybe if you catch him boohooed, oh, my dad, my father mentor is gone. I found out he passed away today.
Yeah, so mean.
I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that.
No, a lot of people was crying. You laughing?
No, Dave was making it funny for me.
Yeah, there's people that's honestly upset. Be like,
they was crying.
He was their father figure. He was their uncle. He was their godfather. Maybe.
Yep. I mean, some folks didn't have fathers growing up, though.
Right.
I bet some dudes from the manosphere probably did a Florida Heavens was like, damn.
Yeah. And wait a minute, isn't this their second father figure that passed away? What about that?
Oh yeah, David Carroll was the first. Oh yeah, he was not good. Oh, this is not good.
Who passed away?
David Carroll, I believe. He was like a red pill guy.
You gotta jump down. David Carroll passed away. He was a red pill guy, and he used to bash black women. And then mediocre tutorials got cancer, and now Kevin Samuels passed away.
This is not good, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, David Carroll, I don't know him. Well, anyway.
And wait a minute, who's the guy that oh wait a minute, that might have been him, the one that was pedo leaning about he understand R. Kelly. Is that the same guy?
Oh, that is what's his name? The molester.
Yeah. Didn't
he was a molester online. He used to be like I'm not like R. Kelly, but I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Who For those
something.
Who wants to date young, not 20 young, but just getting into 20. Or so far they stopped at 18.
No, he was dating 14-year-old girls, 16-year-old girls, picking them up, talking about how he knows how to find them, he scout them out, he know like which parents don't pay attention. Like this guy was like bad.
Yeah, this dude sounds like someone you want to punch in the throat.
Yeah.
So anyway, you gotta remove off the earth.
So you see, a lot of these that's been bashing black women, are they in that pedo group? They disappearing.
They're disappearing, and you know what I mean. The creators making it possible for us to see all.
Are they under arrest?
Like, whoa!
Put the punk in the trunk.
What's that guru who just got arrested? What's that guru who just got arrested? You know, they was enjoying that video, telling the women to lie down, kneel down, be submissive.
Oh, that guy, Nature Boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was just
everywhere they turned.
Nature Boy got
coming down. Heads is being arrested. Heads is passing away. It's not good.
Basically, what's happening? It's a paradigm shift going on in Black YouTube. That's what's happening.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I would definitely agree. A paradigm
shift going on.
It is called a rude awakening. Is happening.
Mm-hmm. So in that case, retribution. So in that case, I guess you can say winter is here. So yeah,
it is. It is.
A lot of these people don't think for themselves.
They were predicting.
Right.
I mean, I was.
So what does that mean for black men? Because I'm a black man. Are we done on here on YouTube?
Oh no. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I ain't done.
Hate all black men. These guys.
I said on YouTube.
You know what? On my channel,
I got you.
But you know what though? On my channel, I've always been positive, and I've always made it very clear how I feel about black women. And I've been called a simple, and I've always made, like Max said, I mean, I love black women, I always have. And if whoever in the bush is listening to me, I say it again. I love black women, and I've always had plenty of disdain. I've always had disdain, and I always came out against the manosphere. I always have, and I'm not afraid. And I've even cammed up and done it. Because I mean, these dudes are a bunch of moist, reckless dudes who say they want to go their own way. They say they want to go save themselves, but yet they still here. So I'm like, listen. If you're gonna go your own way, why are you here? Go. Just go. Don't say nothing. Just pack your shit and go. Matter of fact, let me
know the door open. Misery love company. That's why it's
Head's gotta make a speech about it and shit. Just get the hell up out of here, man.
Exactly.
A farewell speech. I don't want to hear all that. But I'm with Aaron, man. I love my black women because why? I'm a black man. I can't be a black man without a black woman. We can't have black family. We can't be black people without black women. I keep trying to tell y'all.
And let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Maybe that's the main thing they're afraid of. Because once that door not hit in the behind, it's not coming back. That door's gonna be locked right behind them. So that's why they keep their foot in the door. By the way, I got this woman. And by the way, I'm going to leave y'all. And by the way, if y'all don't change, I'm going to be gone. You're going to miss me.
Wait. These are the same clowns that said they could make black families with these women. With Becky's.
These are passport dudes right here talking about going to Dubai and all these other countries. It means basically what they're saying is like, okay, I'm leaving. Okay, this time I'm really leaving. Okay, I'm leaving now. I'm not coming back. I'm really
Dude, they ain't going to no Dubai, man. They're going to get ran the hell up out of there.
Exactly. That makes no sense. They go there, spend up all their money, then come here. And guess what? They're going to end up dating here anyway.
Well, no, what's going to happen is they're going to try to pull that same shit on another culture that they do with black women. And they will get a rude awakening. Because over in some of these countries, they will kill you over their women. They may disrespect their own women, but they'll be damned if they let you come over here with your foreign. Oh, no, you're not from our country. So we're not going to let you do the same thing that we can do.
Right.
Well, the women will kill you themselves.
Oh yeah, right.
Like the black guy that got murdered by his girlfriend, his white girlfriend, and she's still free walking around.
Oh.
Yeah, see, look at
Yeah,
that.
Christy or Christian or something. Name is.
There
Well,
we go.
whatever her name is, she's a free woman now. That's a free
Yeah.
Karen walking around here.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to say about that. I
Me
mean,
either.
she should be convicted if she created a crime, but to go rally against that, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And she probably just cried some Karen tears and like, oh, I said
Courtney Clemmy. Courtney Clemmy is her name. Courtney
Mm-hmm.
Clemmy. So it's either they're gonna kill you for their women, or the women are gonna kill you themselves.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
as much as they talk bad about black women, it's crazy because
Mm-hmm.
look what's happening. They're just running
Mm-hmm.
away from their own culture. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true. You know what it is? I think it's because they don't meet the standards to talk to black women. A lot of them are scared to talk to black women, and that's why they talk to other races because they think it's easier or it's less intimidating. I feel like a lot of them are scared because they know that we're gonna um held them to a standard and they don't want to uphold that standard.
Exactly, Charlene. You hit the nail right on the head. These dudes, they don't want to have their feet put to the flame. And like Max was talking about that fool that's I didn't even know someone said that well, how come she can't go check to see what's going bump tonight? Man, you ought to be embarrassed to even call yourself a man to say something like that.
And wait a
You,
minute.
you,
Wait a
you
minute.
don't,
Why can't she go? Oh no. It's time for your ass to get up out of here. You gotta get up out of here, man.
I
That
Mhm.
mean,
that no.
man,
You gotta get up out of here, man. For real.
if I had a daughter, I'm like, no, girl, you're not dating this idiot.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no, hell no. I'm like, wait a minute. Who is this? Who is this nigga again? Oh
You
no,
gonna
no.
tell my
You can't see
daughter?
my daughter, man. No.
You gonna send my daughter? You gonna throw my daughter under the bus and send her into the belly of the beast while you lay your ass here? No, you got
Right.
to go.
All cuddled up, all snugged up like a bug in a rug. You know what I mean? Nah. I don't think so. Like a glowworm or something. You know what I mean? Nah. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Probably got a teddy bear next to him or something like that.
No, for
Beating up
real.
the teddy bear. They're beating up the teddy bear.
No, but for real, when I be going to parties and I be like going to functions, they be with other races of women. Don't get me wrong. But as soon as they pull away, they be over here trying to talk to me and whisper to me. And I just be like, oh my God, didn't you just come here with somebody? This is like so embarrassing. And I just have to
What you
walk
say,
away.
Charlene? They trying to whisper sweet nothings in your ear, Charlene.
Yeah, they try to step away and try to like catcall to like get you on the side to talk to you, knowing that they came here with an Asian or a white or a Latin girl, but I don't think they really want them. They really want a black girl, but they don't know how to approach her. They don't know what to say. I feel like they're scared.
I
Yeah.
mean, the same way
You
they
approach them by being yourself, like, hi, how you
yeah.
doing?
I mean, they didn't
My
have no
name
problem
is
with
such
talking.
and such.
They didn't have no problem with talking
Okay.
to Ling Ling or Maria. I mean, when they can't talk to a sister, hey, how you
Oh
doing?
yeah, but
Oh well,
there's
Maria
no
don't
fear
speak
in
too
it.
good
Okay.
English.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
trying to be funny.
she don't she don't know Iria. He's comparing himself to other black men. That's the issue. But speaking of which, hey, uh, um, Max wants me to have y'all listen to the video and hear what y'all think about this.
All right.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Dame, is it me? But we can't hear or see the video.
Okay, I wasn't supposed to show the video. Okay, let me cover my bases and stuff like that. But I don't know. For some reason it's very, very low. I don't know what they doing with this video. They can't get the volume up, but hey. All right. Okay, let's cover our bases first, and I'm gonna replay it back. I might have to turn on my mic, turn on my mic to get the echo double up. Okay, this channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism, yes, comments, definitely, news reporting, only for those who don't know, teaching, we're going to learn something new today. Scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright. All right, let's get this off. And let me back this up a little. Oh, no. I'm in the wrong section. Let me back this up a little bit. Let's see. All right, let me see if I can create that echo double up.
Yeah? But, boy, it says right above her head, nice guys are boring. Crying face. We really need to get into this.
Okay. All right, let's see what she at. All right. Let's see.
She's got to say.
All right, here we go. Ooh. All right, here we go. Did I? Oh, shoot, I accidentally ended the share screen. Here we go. Let me get back in there. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, let's try it again.
Wow.
Were y'all able to hear any of that?
Barely. But what did she say? Can you sum it up for us?
Let's see. I think she's trying to say nice guys are boring. Yeah, I think that's what she's trying to say. Let me back it up. I might have to read what she's saying. I don't know why they made that all small again. Okay, let's see. Let's try it again.
So, bruh, we really need to get into this. I pick up that.
It's kind of sad, which attracted to us like the bad boys stereotype, and I feel like it comes into play because I have a strong character nature. So like,
wow. So she's saying straight off the bat that, oh, I have a strong character, so I need a strong man to tell me.
So we'll be talking about nice guys here. I don't necessarily think it's about the whole nice guy trope. I think it's about having the confidence in yourself, and I guess being confident and being passionate in what you do.
But I don't think like
and
guys
just walking
like,
in that.
I wouldn't say they don't have that confidence, but they just don't show it. They like just boring. Just because you're boring don't mean you can protect somebody.
So she had a problem with nice guys or something, or what was the issue?
That's what it appeared to be. She said that she find nice guys boring because she has a strong personality and she needs a strong man to not be afraid to tell her to shut up.
I think she likes to argue. I'm not trying to be funny. Maybe she likes drama. I don't know.
It is some women who like bad boys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I used to work in the jail, and man, you should see some of the women who come up there and put money on the books.
Right,
these criminals.
You heard that saying? There's no fire without friction. So you know what I mean?
They're women that actually like for men to slap them and stuff like that. Be like, well, at least he's showing me that he love me by beating you up anytime he wants to. I mean, that's love.
Okay, apparently I stopped the video a little too soon. There's more. There's even more. Okay, let's get back to it. All right, here we go.
Straight off the bat, I know that this is a girl from the hood. This is a girl from an urban environment. You know, she probably likes drug dealers. She probably likes hood dudes, gang, all of that. And bruh, it is what it is, bro. Like, this girl here, like, she's not going to be attracted to a guy that's, you know, oh, I don't want to say anything that might hurt her feelings. I don't want to say anything that might upset her. Bro, this is not the type of chick, bro. Like, she just said it. She's the type of chick that she wants a guy to tell her to shut up when she's talking rubbish. Like, she wants you to tell her to shut up, like, straight up. No joking, no smiling on the face, like, straight. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bruh, a lot of guys don't want to have to talk to their girl like that. A lot of guys just want to deal with a reasonable, normal chick. But unfortunately, a lot of these chicks out here are the disciples of Cardi B. How many times do I need to tell you? This chick here is a disciple of Cardi B. 1,000%, bro. 1,000%, bro. And listen, I think this woman's a good-looking woman, bro. Like, and it's unfortunate. But this chick here is for the bad boys, bro. She's for the bad boys. But guess what? When she gets older and she gets rinsed by all the bad boys and the guys that tell her to shut up, yeah, she's going to want a nice guy at the end, because this is the usual story, bro.
Calm himself down. It's to the point where, for example, like, I've been talking to him for almost a month and we haven't done anything sexually because he's so nice that he's taking his sweet time with it. Would you give it to him?
Oh, hold on. You've been talking to a guy for a month? Hold on. We need to pull that back. We need to dissect it, because she just said something, bruh. She's been talking to some guy for a month. Hold on.
The bad boy stereotype, and I feel like that comes into play because I have a strong character, so naturally I just want to.
You have a masculine character. That's what it is. When she says she's got a strong character, she's got masculine character. This chick here, she probably swears a lot. You know, she's probably very, you know, ghetto, hood-minded, you know. And again, this is another example of a chick who is not.
All right, I had to stop it there because, you know, I strongly disagree. There's a difference between having a strong character and hood mind. I know plenty of strong women who are strong minded, strong will, but they're the most feminine looking, acting, soft spoken women that you know of. And he make an assumption because she got to be ghetto minded, she got to be ratchet. No. Y'all have some little box that y'all imagine a strong-willed woman is in, and she gotta be ghetto, ratchet, cursing, you know, whatever they consider masculine. But the real strong-willed women, they look pretty, they look feminine. They soft-spoken, never say a curse word, but they can cut you down verbally, and you be feeling 2 inches tall. You can say what you want, and they'll be okay. All right, I hear you, and then they're gonna go and do what they're gonna do, and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't like that, you know.
Yeah, he's saying that she was a disciple of Cardi B. Well, he must be a disciple of KS then. To be calling her masculine. Masculine for what? Like, when I hear strong personality, sometimes, you know, a woman can be very opinionated. You know, they're very strong. They, you know, they're very ambitious. They're goal orientated. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's how I interpret as a strong person and a strong personality. Why I gotta be all masculinity where we gotta associate that when it comes to strong? See, I don't know.
Oh, he looked more like he was a. He looked more like he was a disciple of the Ninja Turtles. The way he was dressed. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you see his setup in the back? he had all those characters in the back, all his toys in the back, and we sitting here taking advice from him. Did you see
Oh, I didn't even peep that, yo. Come on, man. See, this is what Max be talking about. They be playing with toys, man. But then they sitting there telling you about dating. Come on.
You know what? I feel it's bad. Like, why are you shaming a woman based on what she said? She's pretty young right now. Maybe she needs to go burn and learn and go through some shit, you know, whatever.
And Charlie, she's younger with all those damn toys.
Nobody says nothing when the man go talk to the ratchet girl and get her pregnant, and he has to go work to take care of them kids, and he's responsible. Nobody talks about that situation. That I feel like this is like crazy. This is bias in a way.
There's not necessarily nothing wrong with the toys in itself, but for him to give some kind of dating advice, yeah, that could be an issue.
Dude,
well, I think the reason why the reason why I picked the video out, right, because I wanted to talk about what's going on here on the internet, right? I think that the women who follow like Kevin Samuels and Tommy and even to a point RBR, you know, in the manosphere, I think they believe that these are internet bad boys. I mean, look at the way they talk. They disrespectful. They say the craziest shit. They tell women to shut up, call them bees and hoes and whatnot. I think to them, they represent bad boys online. Even RBR's old ass. He's an internet bad boy. I think that's why they're flocking to these dudes.
I think it's for the mistreatment.
Texas, a lot of these dudes think they're educated lame. They believe they nerds. They believe they the good dudes, but no, y'all the new bad boys. Y'all the bad boys of YouTube.
Yeah, I think they internet bad boys. Look at the way they talk. Look at the way they talk to women. They talk to women with no impunity, with no fear. They disrespectful. You know, niggas got filthy mouths. They don't give a shit. They call women bees and hoes. These are the bad boys on the internet.
Oh, will they present themselves to be bad boys on the internet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, I think what's happening is you no longer have that contingent out here in real life because the community ain't even set up like that no more. It's just too many weak ass, effeminate niggas walking around the street. Let's get to the point now. From at a distance, it's hard to tell a female from a dude from a distance.
True that.
A lot of these goddamn communities, bro.
True that.
Yeah, these dudes are running around.
Shit, you not.
So true.
These dudes are running around.
You know popping. I mean, you got to get right up. I mean, you got to get right up on them right now because they walk the same now. They got the same mannerisms and shit. They fucking dress, and the dudes are just as skinny as they are. They ain't got no weight on them.
Nah.
Frail as I don't know what. Niggas is like fucking 6 feet tall, weigh like 48 pounds and shit. You see what I'm saying? So.
And they're still sagging too, Max. Max, these dudes are still walking around sagging. They still walking around sagging and pussy popping.
Yeah, and so there ain't no more bad boys outside, right? So now the women are finding the bad boys online. They're looking at the guys who dare defy, and disrespect women. Calling women bees and hoes. Come here, hoe. Come here, bee. They're finding them online. And they're flocking to them online. I believe now it's just a theory of mine. I'm not saying it's written in stone. Y'all can chop it up. It's just a theory of mine. I believe that they are attracted to these guys because these are now the bad boys. Bad boys online.
Yeah.
Because the good guys, nice guys like myself, I don't talk like that.
No.
100% facts.
Me, Hassan, and everything. We don't talk like that.
No.
Then you are Russell Wilson.
These dudes are twerking.
Me, you said Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson,
Hassan.
Leave Russell alone, dog.
Who said Russell Wilson?
Because everybody's out here looking for that bad boy. If you're
Leave
not out
Russell
here
alone.
looking
Russell ain't do
for
nothing to y'all.
You said Russell Wilson. Hey, did y'all see that video him and Sierra did coming out the house?
Just because he loved his wife and
yes,
he became a
because he loves his
stepdad.
wife.
Yeah,
Because
man.
of
Yeah, man.
his,
What's wrong with Russell, man? He love his wife.
I got much
because
love for
of,
Russell Wilson. Much
but
love and respect for Russell.
That's
Yeah,
right.
y'all
Leave
keep that
Russell
up.
alone, y'all.
Keep that up. One of these
that's
days,
frowned
Russell
upon.
Wilson's
What
gonna be up
Russell is
there.
doing is frowned upon. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're
That's
supposed to
right.
be
You ain't
doing what
supposed to love
Kevin
your wife.
Samuels and all of them are doing.
Yo,
Cursing and disrespecting black women. That's
hey,
what
y'all
you're
see that
supposed to be
cool?
doing.
Y'all see that
These
cool
dudes
video he made with his wife? Oh, they were dancing in the street
Yeah,
on
I
TikTok.
saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
That shit was nice. That's what I'm talking about, Russell.
I
That's
haven't
what's
seen it
up,
yet, but
man.
I want to check it out.
Russell's very emotional to Sierra. Like he even like broke down and was crying. And these people are breaking down for the manosphere. And they don't even break
Okay,
down.
listen. Why? Okay, wait. I'm glad you brought that up. Why do women? Wait a minute. Why do women want to see guys cry? Why y'all want to see that?
It's not necessarily seeing a man cry, but you want to know that this person has a sensitive side, that you are human, that you do have feelings, emotions, and other things that makes you, associate with us as females, as humans. There's that
And
kind
look
of
at
connection.
right, and
Makes
look at
sense.
where that's gotten y'all. Look at all these effeminate niggas out here crying now.
Let me tell you something, all
But
right?
men are supposed to be emotional towards their women, and they
Look at
show
Van
that.
Jones.
These
He cried
niggas,
too much. Look at Will Smith. He
these
cried too
niggas
much.
are more effeminate than y'all.
No,
Mhm.
being conscious of your actual emotion, how you feel, does not make you less of a man. Okay. Now these other people you're speaking of, now they could be less of a man because I understand the concept of being too feminine when it comes to being manly. But I'm not even speaking on that. I'm speaking on knowing and being able to express your emotions, your feelings, your wants, your needs to your woman. That doesn't make you less than of a man.
I agree. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
But these
agree.
dudes today, I see what
Yeah,
I
I
Max is
agree
agree with
too.
that.
saying.
I agree.
These dudes get so emotional. She ate the last biscuit.
These
Crying over
niggas
something.
crying everywhere, man. Black women won't let me do this. Black women won't let me do that. Black
I
women,
don't see
black
him crying.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
crying.
complaining.
What? You don't see them cry? We hear them all the time.
That's complaining. That's not crying. That's not
Okay,
showing
you want to
sentimental
go
feelings.
over
It's
to
whining.
Red
It's
Supreme.
whining. That's what it is.
Go over to Red Dresses channel.
What is that
Little Red
showing? It's
Riding Hood.
sentimental
Go over to Red
you
Dress channel. You see them crying in the chat room.
you talking about the black ass Chucky doll? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Or begging for money. They
trying to
just
Right,
convince
begging.
somebody
yo.
that he a tough.
Right, send me a
Trying to
cash
convince
app,
somebody.
yo.
Yeah,
You know what
looking
I'm
like
saying?
a
Give me some
fucking
once I get
Chucky
$5
doll.
cash app.
Trying to convince us that he was a tough gangster. Man, stop it, man. Yeah, I wish they stop it with this tough guy stuff, man.
Well, it's like you said. They
Like,
trying to
dude,
be the bad
stop,
boys.
man. Like,
They trying
What
to
you
be
say?
the bad boys of YouTube so they can attract the women.
What you say? He running all their pockets.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. He be
Every
running their
$5,
pockets,
he
dog.
asking 5 people for $20
That
cash
nigga,
app.
yo, I got mad respect for him. Yo, man, nigga hustling. He running their pockets like crazy over there.
Yeah.
That nigga like this, man. He wants some money, yo. Black women are bees and hoes and bees. Yo, run them cash apps.
You sound just
I'm
like
gonna
a
need a
Max.
couple of cash
Hey,
apps.
hey, Max, you sound just
Black
like that
women are
nigga,
bees
dog.
and
Dude,
hoes and
he
bees.
Dude, he be asking 5 people for $20 and they be giving it to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yo, I'm gonna
That's
need to run on
exactly
the
how he
cash
talk.
app.
That's exactly how he talk.
Why can't we do that? Why we gotta do that?
Y'all can't be, y'all
And you
can't be
know what?
talking
Check
about
this
the
out, yo,
Godfather like
man.
that.
And you know what? They make people,
He's the new sugar baby.
Yeah, he is.
yo, man. And check this out. He make
That's
people.
it,
Hey, listen, man. They got this style right where they make people pay them to show or commentate on a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be talking about the Godfather like that.
Exactly. He'll talk a little bit. They'll be like, yo, y'all want me to finish this video? I'm gonna need some cash apps, man. I'm gonna try to get them likes up. I'll be like, wow, man, these
sad. And then people
man,
start watching.
I'm open the phone lines right now, but I need like 5 more cash apps. I need 5 more cash
man. Yo,
apps.
I'm gonna need a couple of cash apps, man.
Then
Right?
after
What
he
the
got
fuck?
a moment of
I
silence,
need some
Hey, yo,
crab
but check
shack.
this
Let's
out.
see a grab.
You know what's funny was, what's funny, they think he's serious. He don't even give a shit about it. They even said to them, yo, I'm gonna take my girl out on the money that y'all giving me. So he got a girlfriend. He don't even give a fuck about what they talking about.
we're gonna have a moment of silence for the Godfather. Then I'm gonna need you to give
Talking
me
about
some more
black women
cash
and bees and
apps.
ho-hos and bees. They don't even care nothing about. He's playing a gimmick. He
Like
told her, okay,
everybody else.
yo, man, I'm taking my girl out, man. Thanks for the money, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take my girl out. We're gonna have a good time. I'm like, damn, did y'all just hear that?
No,
Like, damn.
yeah. So he's probably running them right now because he needs to get some
He's running them dudes, man.
Take out for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And they stupid, man. They stupid. They talking about something. Yo, Red, yo, man. I'm glad I found your channel, dog. You saved my life.
Right?
Nigga, wait.
Man.
Yo, I asked him, I said, how did he save your life, dude? Come
That
on, man.
nigga
How did he
Red,
save your life, man? Come on, dog.
You know what? I think they looking for a gang. You know how you could be in a gang and you guys got camaraderie? I think that's what they're looking for, camaraderie.
Yeah. A YouTube gang. YouTube set. Come on, get out of here, man.
YouTube. Niggas YouTube gang banging.
YouTube sets, YouTube bad boys. I'm getting sick of this, man. I'm getting off.
I'm telling you, man. I told you, they're gonna do a drive-by alphabet shooting. Niggas gonna get shot up with the alphabet.
They gonna do a white cheese. They gonna throw up their white cheese.
Niggas gonna run down your channel, spray you with the alphabet.
That's why they be wanting to come up there and cook, and they don't be talking about nothing. They be just trying to cook. That's their way of doing their Tommy gun imitation.
Nigga got them alphabet guns, yo.
But you know what, though, old boy, I gotta give it to Rosemo 800.
You remember
Niggas gonna do a surf-by shooting.
You know what, though? I'm gonna give it to you, Rosemo 800. He's a former blood, the one that beat up the gang. He actually predicted this will happen. That it's gonna be banging on YouTube.
They're banging on fucking Randy and fucking Rolling 60 was banging in my chat the other day.
What?
Yeah.
They were
doing. They're talking about they don't get women.
They were talking up there in the hood. I was like, what the hell are y'all doing?
I know exactly who you're talking about, Max. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Banging on chats. Wow.
Take that out of here. Take that outside of YouTube. But at least Rolling 60 apologized and said, my bad. Won't happen again.
It shouldn't happen the first time, man.
Yeah, they don't be playing about that.
I was like, what the hell? Well, they weren't playing. They were serious about it. You can almost see them like they're across the street from each other, flashing gang signs, and they're talking about their hood and their neighborhood. Views in my neighborhood, and you be blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the?
Oh, wow.
I said, I can't believe this is actually happening in the chat.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah, that's what
back it up to see what Max was talking about. What the hell? Okay,
I'm gonna tell you something. I told you, but the internet brings anonymity and safety. They can bang all they want. All the stuff that they're scared and cowardly to do in real life, up close and personal, they get to do it on the internet.
Yeah, but they can only go so far, though. You know what I'm saying? Because when they go on the outside, that's when they're gonna feel the impact of their words on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at RPR with Coon and Nazi. You can't say that shit outside of YouTube.
Say what?
There's too many keyboard Nazis. Too many keyboard gangsters out there. There's too many keyboard tough guys and internet gangsters running around. You got an avatar up of an animal and a fake name.
Said you're gonna meet me at the airport.
And as much as they bang on Russell Wilson, they still not gonna dare say it in his face. He may be a quiet guy, but he's still a football player. He can,
Russell Wilson will smack the taste out their mouth. Man, are you kidding me?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something. When you 3,000 miles away, oh yeah, you can be as big and tough as you want to be. Yeah, I'll pull up on you. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
Right. Russell don't have to do anything. He probably got family that'll take care of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll take the flight. So let me get this straight. I'm supposed to wait for you to take a flight from halfway across the country.
Right.
To wait for you to come and fight me. Okay.
Right.
In the meanwhile, back at the ranch, while you on the way on the plane, I'm gonna be preparing. And as soon as you get off the plane, well, it's all right.
I'm reporting his ass to TSA.
Law
Okay.
enforcement.
There's a terrorist. He's a shoe bomber. Get him out of here.
Why would they compare themselves to him? Like, come on, he's NFL. He's training all the time. He has a loving wife. He has a family. Like, come on. He has the self-image, and he walks in the shoes that he portrays. Not like he's hiding behind closed doors. He openly shows people that he loves his wife. He openly takes care of his kids.
But she be kind of
I
clowning.
don't know why they're talking bad about her. She's faithful to him. She's a good wife.
Russell Wilson.
Hold on, what you said, Conscious?
She be kind of clowning him a little bit.
What you mean? How?
Hey, look. He just asked for a kid on the Ellen show. She was like, no. He wanted another kid. She was like, no.
Wait. He
wow, bro.
Yeah. Change it a little bit, don't it? It's almost
he asked
that
her
nice.
what?
For another kid.
For another kid?
Yeah.
You don't say that in front of everybody. You do that behind closed doors.
True that, right?
I don't think he asked her behind closed doors. He was probably like, she gotta say it on national TV.
No, that's even more embarrassed. That should piss me the fuck off.
See, nice guys for this lad.
Yeah, conscious. Conscious.
I like
He was on his bended knee like, baby, give me another kid. No.
Well, how's that clowning him? She just said no. She didn't dog him out for wanting to have another kid.
Well, I don't mean clown, but
she didn't make fun of.
Look at the video.
Okay.
She probably was embarrassed because he did ask on national TV. I didn't see it, but I think I understand the concept.
Yeah, you bringing our personal business out in the public. Yeah. That was a discussion between me and you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So he kind of brushed him off like
Hail Mary. He was throwing up his Hail Mary like, I want another kid.
Yeah, I think I do understand.
You don't even feel that, brother. You don't even feel that nice guy's fan. Y'all worried about her.
I didn't see the video, but I think I understand the scenario. She probably got a little bit embarrassed. I'm like, man, hold on. Not now. We on national
She
TV.
got a little bit mad. How dare you bring this up in this public area? That's our private business. Let's discuss it when we get home.
And I'm sure
she brought it up there. No.
I'm sure she pulled his coat and was like, come on, man, you can't be doing that, bro.
See?
Yeah, you bring it out in public if you like me.
The only thing the brother wanted was another kid. Y'all still blaming him. Still blaming him.
Yes, it's his fault.
A good wholesome man. It's his fault. He was going to love on that woman. It's his fault. Yep, it is his fault.
There you go. It's his fault.
Damn him for being a good man. I'm just messing around.
No, it's it's him bringing in private business out in public, not for him being a good man.
Right.
It's bringing private business in public. Our bedroom out on the floor. You wanted a baby. You want to have sex with me, baby, out there in the public. That's not.
Yeah, you don't do that.
And then you open for everybody to comment.
Basically, Con, what they're saying is not what you do, but how you do it.
Yeah,
right.
I'm just messing around. I'm just saying, if Russell Wilson can't even get no love, we do.
He should know not to do that.
He made a mistake.
Principles for that. It's principles. Come on.
Just being persuasive.
Yeah, I'm just joking around.
Kiss her, baby. You know, I love our kids. And we make such beautiful kids. Kept that private, but no, you bring it out.
I want to know.
Everybody's commenting. You know how it is when stuff becomes public.
I want to know
it's not just your all business.
I want to know what's the end game, right?
For what?
You got all these Negroes talking crazy about black women. What's the end game though? What are they pushing towards?
They don't want to. They don't want to do anything. That's the educate. They don't want to hold.
All they want these young men to do is chase their D. I'm not even trying to be inappropriate.
You know what? I always made it plain and clear.
No, they want to sit on the plantation and drink mint juice.
Let's just say, okay, they somehow talk to black women or convince the black woman to submit, right? Where are they going to go from there? How are they going to sustain or provide for the black woman? Because they don't have nothing.
Well,
so,
actually,
what's the plan from that? What's the plan from there?
Well, actually, they're moving from black women. I forgot about this. I forgot all about this. But they're actually moving from black women to going to sex dolls. Remember?
To go to a doll? What?
They're going to the dolls. Remember the sex dolls? They
sex doll. Yeah.
I commend them. Yeah. Those dolls cost like $1,000, and you got to clean them too. You know.
Yeah, and change the software.
Yeah, you better hope that battery don't go out either, because that battery go out.
You gotta dress them. You gotta do
don't do anything that I wouldn't do with no robot. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just
you gotta repair them.
That is sad.
You gotta do replacement parts.
Is the sex doll electronic?
You better hope that when you order it.
Now,
a brain is.
What if his sex doll catch an attitude because she heard him talking about the TV?
Yo, man, my sex robot raised her voice.
Exactly.
At me, man.
Yeah. You know, she gets some kind of attitude.
Hey, Max, you know she gonna get mad. The dog gonna get mad. Yeah, you looking at that Cadillac awful hard, nigga.
Nah, because listen, her microchips. The TV microchips are different, so she's going to accuse him of dating outside his race, right?
Max, you're crazy, You're crazy, Max.
You're sad, bro.
And she's a Japanese doll, and he got Chinese products. Hey, what's that Chinese witch doing in our house?
What that iMac got on me?
And then she a robot, so he's pretty strong. So what if you hit it, you turn around and knock your head off? Then what?
Well, Max, I said this a long time ago on your channel that, man, if I gotta be on a planet full of dudes, and I got some homeboys, but I gotta be on a planet full of dudes. Just put me in the back.
I don't have a problem with them doing the sex dolls, the blow-up dolls. Just do it over there and leave regular women alone.
Exactly.
I'd rather you go over there with the sex doll. You're gonna be crazy. Do it with the sex dolls and the robots, and please leave a regular woman alone. Stay out of her life. Don't make her life miserable.
And you better hope you get all the parts together, because if you gotta get the parts sold separately, oh man.
I'm for real, man. Listen. Hey man, I'm encouraging them dudes, man. You know, they hate black women. I don't want them hurting black women. Hey man, get you a sex doll, bro. It's the next best thing. And she don't talk back. Know what I'm saying?
No, some of them do.
I'll be trying to sell her a damn sex doll. Gotta sell it to him, man. Yeah.
Hey, remember that girl, Cindy Brady had the kitty carry-all doll, something like that. But hey, you can get.
Well, they don't have no black. Well, they don't have no black sex dolls yet. They all white.
Yeah.
There ain't no black one. Remember the one we did a show on that, right?
Yeah, they're so rare. They're more
where the guy, hey Dane, remember the show we did on that, and the guy paid all that money. And dude, did you hear the way he was talking about that thing? Oh, she's such a loving person. She's a family woman. Dude, this is a robot you talking about.
That. Yeah.
You called her a family woman.
She was number 5. And
he called her a family woman.
For number 6.
Called her a family woman.
She's tall, dark, and plastic.
Only crazy white folks can get away with that, yo.
Yep. This is my.
If that was somebody else, they'd be the nut house.
That's his plastic ivory goddess.
Listen, if somebody came to you and told you that they can talk to dogs, right, or animals, well, just dogs. I mean, what would you think about that?
Okay, I say bow wow. Okay.
This crazy white woman talking about she can talk to dogs, and ain't nobody thinks that she's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, this woman is telling me she can talk to dogs, and and, and then they're bringing their dogs. And what is my dog saying? I'm like, what? Like, and she told this one lady, right? Because one lady said, well, why is my dog mad at me? Oh, he's saying that he saw you across the street messing with another dog, so now he's not a happy dog because he thinks you don't love him anymore. And she broke down crying. I'm like, are you kidding me? This woman is a crackpot.
What the dog is saying, if you don't feed me soon, I'm gonna bite the shit out of you.
Hey, how do you get away with that, man? You can talk to dogs. How do you get away with that without getting put in the nut house?
Mm.
Oh man. Yeah, one woman talking to dogs, some dude talking to goats.
Goats.
Goats. Billy goats.
Man, that's too bad.
That's it.
Oh man. Oh.
I'm still stuck on the talking to dogs. Did the dog talk back?
He's talking to dogs, man. You cool? The last white dude that was talking to dogs got put in jail for serial killing. His name was David Berkowitz, the 44th dog killer. Remember him?
Yeah.
Damn, I never heard of him. Hey, David Berkowitz.
Yeah, David Berkowitz, man. 44. They called him the 44th dog killer, man. He said the dog made him do it.
The dog made.
He was talking to the dog. His dog told him to do it.
Yep, AKA the son of Sam.
Son of Sam. You can look him up, the son of Sam.
Oh, he killed dogs?
No,
Yeah,
the
he
dog
killed people.
allegedly made him kill those Burnett women, like with the Burnett.
Man, we were walking around with
the dog made me do it.
Man, it was so crazy in jail because this was going on right there in New York, and he was taking turns going back and forth between Jersey and New York. Man, it was so bad. We were walking around with our burners visible. Cops were stopping dudes left and right, pointing, "Hey, get that guy!" Man, everybody had burners on them.
Yeah, I remember the Summer Son of Sam. Spike Lee did a movie about him, The Summer of Sam.
Yeah, Son of Sam. Talking about that was in New York.
And
this
then
was the same time as the blackout. So you had the blackout and the Summer of Sam. Oh, that shit was crazy.
He should have did one about Eleanor Bumpers. I believe that was the first black person that they executed on TV.
Yeah, they did.
By the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw. Yeah.
They executed that woman. That woman was suffering from some kind of disease, mental disease, and they lit her up, man.
And
they lit her up.
Allegedly saying she was behind on her rent, like what, $40?
Yeah. She had a knife, man. They lit her up, bro.
What was that? That British serial killer, you know who I'm talking about? The Strangler.
Joe Rifkin, the Hillside Strangler.
Yeah, I think that was him, the Hillside Strangler. Wasn't he from Britain or something?
I don't know. I know he over there in Elmira. I think he in Elmira, yeah.
Yeah, Eleanor Bumpers. Yeah, I heard of her.
Yeah, Eleanor Bumpers,
she was killed in '84.
Yeah, she was the first one that they executed live on TV.
Did she run at them with a knife or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, allegedly.
But she was suffering from a mental illness.
Yeah.
She should have been tackled and detained and put in the straight jacket and taken to the crazy house. She had a mental illness. Back then, they was putting people in the nut house. Back then.
Well, now white people feeling it. Now they getting slaughtered by the police too. And now they want us to back them up. Oh no! Now y'all want us to come and stand with y'all now, huh? Now y'all getting murdered by y'all own.
That's what you get for believing in the devil.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Devil has no loyalty. And so back then you couldn't walk around acting stupid and crazy. They're a lot. Boy, they're so up, man, with a straight jacket on you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Cuff
man,
you
they
right
had
to the
them
bed.
T.
Like, there you go.
Yo, man, they had them T teams with them, man. It'd be like, big hard hitting motherfuckers. You can
Yeah.
act googly boogly if you wanna. They'll show up with that damn wagon with them couple of like 3 big motherfuckers who jump out and tackle your ass, put you in that straight jacket.
Yeah, man.
We got a nice soft room for you to go to. It's gonna
Yeah,
be nice
yeah,
and padded and everything.
yeah. Yeah, you can walk around talking about some boogie boogie if you wanna.
Throw your ass
They
right in
got
the padded
something.
room somewhere. You'll be all right.
Yeah, they had something for your ass back then, boy. We don't do that no more.
Here in Chicago, we got a place called Tinley Park. And if anyone from Chicago, you know what Tinley Park is.
Hey, man, is it graffiti green out there?
It was.
Oh yeah, didn't they knock that down already? Yeah.
Yo,
Robert
man,
Taylor
is
homes,
that?
they knocked those down too, right?
I know this may sound crazy, Aaron, but is that shit true?
Oh yeah, they destroyed the projects here.
No, I'm talking about the Candyman and all this.
Well, you know what, Candyman, it was a movie that was shot in Chicago, but that's fictional. I mean, I don't know if Candyman might have been based on a serial killer of some kind, but no, that was just a movie, a made up
I was
character.
about to say, was he a serial killer or was he a runaway slave or something? Was there some history back then? Like
No,
Yeah,
in the
movie. Yeah, in the movie.
he was a free black man who got involved with a white woman and was lynched, and his hands was cut off for touching her and burned alive. And she was supposedly pregnant with their child or some kind of bull. I mean,
And if you say his name 3 times, he gonna come and get you or something, or, you know.
And didn't his daughter come out? Didn't his daughter come out white?
I mean,
His daughter came out white, didn't she?
I saw the second movie. I didn't even see the
So much
first
for the one drop rule.
Yeah, right. So much for the one drop rule. They forgot about it in the movie.
There wasn't really much mention of the child in the first one. I think it was mentioned around the second one or the third one.
Yeah,
I just
wanted to know if it was true because I talked to some people in Baltimore and they told me that The Wire, they said a lot of it was true.
Oh yeah, come on.
They said there was a Barksdale. They said there really was a Avon Barksdale, a Stringer Bell, and all that.
No, we had a David Barksdale in Chicago. Now, David Barksdale, he was the founder of, I think, the Black Disciples. Him. Because we got gangs in Chicago, the Gangsta Disciples, Vice Lords, stuff like that.
How about the L. Ruckins? The L. Ruckins too?
L. Ruckins, yep. They're from Chicago. Yep.
Jeff Fort, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Fort, he was the leader of the El Ruckins, which is part of the 5 Point People Nation. And then their rivals were the Folks, GD.
Yo, you know what? I was reading about Tookie Williams. Man, that's fucked up, man. He should still be alive, yo.
Well, Tookie Williams was one of the founders of the
I don't believe he killed those. I don't believe he killed those people.
I don't either. Honestly, I don't.
You know what, man? You know what? He did a lot of good in his hood. He's a real pookie. Like, he hated gangs. You know that?
He was one of the founders of the Crips.
Yeah, but they was a protection gang, though. They would fight the other gangs.
Right.
I mean,
to keep them away from to keep them out of the neighborhood, keep them away from kids. He actually hated gangs.
Right.
I met his son, Trayvon Williams, in person. His son Trayvon came when I lived in Dallas. He was trying to promote his dad's program, the Peace Protocol, in honor of his dad. Because Arnold Schwarzenegger turned down his appeal.
Yeah.
And executed him. And I heard that even in Arnold's own country, they tore down a statue of him because he executed Tookie.
Oh, go get out of here!
Because listen, when you look at the man's story, right? Dude, he really wasn't no gangbanger like that. He wasn't terrorized. He actually was protecting the neighborhood. He was fighting other gang leaders and
Right.
keeping them out of communities and whatnot.
Yep.
He actually fought. He hated gangs. He didn't go around picking on people. He used to stop the bullies from picking on regular black people and keeping them away from kids. He used to fight the gang. He actually did a lot of good in his community.
He did. He did. And Eric,
yeah, he wasn't no bully or nothing.
Right. Did you notice, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger gave the green light to execute him. But Bush was like, nah. You know, this man has been rehabilitated. He's producing books for children, this, that, and the third. Yeah, Winnie Mandela come see him. I mean,
he won a Nobel Peace Prize actually too, and that's not something you just give to anybody.
So Bush was like, "Nah, I mean, I'm not going to sign on to that." No. So he let Arnold do that. Wow.
People say what they want to say about Trump and Bush, but at least Trump released a prisoner, some prisoners and stuff. I don't see Biden doing that.
Right.
That's fucked up, man. Tukey.
Yeah.
That shit hurt, man. That dude was a good dude, bro.
Right.
A lot of this shit, a lot of stuff told about him were lies, man. He didn't kill those people. That was some old racist shit. Huh?
Right.
Another famous crip that died, who later became a member of the community, Sanyika Shakur, but you know him better as Monster Cody. He died last year. They found him dead in a cardboard box or something. He had gotten homeless.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Monster Cody
died.
Seriously? Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And we already know the story about Milk.
You know what it is, though? When they have a peacemaker in the community, right, trying to stop the gang violence, and he get killed, a lot of y'all think gang members did that.
Nah,
right?
It'd be the damn police.
Nah, it'd be the police.
Yeah.
It'd be the police. Yeah.
And I got respect for guys like that who be like, yeah, I helped destroy the community, but now I'm trying to rebuild it because I know I helped destroy it. And when they make a conscious effort to do that, I can respect that. I can get behind that.
Tukey made a OG shot call from jail to stop the violence in LA amongst the gangs.
Yep. I remember that.
Nipsey was trying to do it too. And believe it or not, Nipsey was trying to do it. And you know what happened to him? And now he got people trying to disparage him. You know, this fool, Whack 100, trying to bring up some scandalous crap about saying Nipsey was gay and all that stuff.
Whack 100's a troll, dude. Come on. He's a troll, man. He's like a living troll.
I don't like him. I don't like Whack 100 at all. He's an agent of chaos.
Yeah, he is. And he's definitely an agent of chaos. I definitely agree with you there.
And he didn't pissed off the OGs in LA because they want a piece of his ass too, because he didn't disrespect them.
Yeah.
Yo, I was mad, yo. When I watched the documentary of him and then read a lot of stuff about the people who actually knew him, that shit pissed me off. This was a good dude, bro.
Of course he was.
He was a real good dude, man. I do not believe he killed. I don't believe he killed nobody.
And I think he was from your era, Max. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't banging like that. They were like taking care of the community.
Yeah, they were taking care of the community. That's what he was.
Well,
he used to keep the gangs out of. He used to fight the gangs and keep them out of the neighborhood.
Right.
Well, he wasn't even from LA. Actually, he was originally from New Orleans. His mom moved to LA from New Orleans when he was a boy.
Right. And he he kept the gangs from around the kids.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
You know.
Yeah.
And
the Crips bodybuilding.
Yeah, and when the Crips formed, they wasn't no street gang. They were protection. They were protecting the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah, they were called the Community Revolution in Progress.
Yeah.
That's what it stood for.
Exactly.
And blood stood for black leaders overthrowing oppression and domination. So
Yeah,
they were
exactly, man.
both trying
They
to.
were good. They were good peoples, man.
they were children
See,
of the Black Panthers, Crips and Bloods. They're
exactly. You see, this negative propaganda. You know, they be telling us all kinds of crazy shit about our people, and we believe it.
Yeah.
That man didn't kill nobody, man. That man didn't have that in his spirit, bro.
Another
nah.
ex-LA
Most
gang member
OGs
that
don't.
another ex-LA gang member you should probably take notice of too would be Bone. Matter of fact, it was I think what was the dude that Fred Jim Brown? He's the one
Hmm.
who spoke to I think he mentored Bone in prison and told Antoine Fuqua about him. So he worked with him on training day. I worked with Bone on Straight Outta Compton when I did security on it and
Oh
Charlie.
wow, okay, all right.
Yeah, Bone, he's a stand-up dude. He's a solid dude. Matter of fact, he's also not only is he a gang interventionist, but he's also a former member of the Bloods himself. But he's also a technical advisor for Hollywood.
Oh
Whenever they
wow.
want to shoot in the hood or shoot anywhere in South LA, and then to keep things authentic, he's like the mediator. They call
Oh
him,
wow.
and he
He's the
hired
Mike.
and he
Yeah,
actually
he's the Mike Concepcion.
yeah, and
I like it.
he actually hires street soldiers from the community to actually do security in the movies. I've actually worked with him and some of the dudes he got. I mean, those were some stand up cats. I met some of them dudes, and I'm like, man, these dudes are all right. But I mean, I see that they was real though. They still got ties to their hoods, and I get that because some of them dudes are in training day. I recognize some of them. One guy was telling me that after training day had wrapped, that the feds actually swooped down on some of them and started arresting them basically out of jealousy because they're in a movie and stuff like that. And like Max just said, when they see one of us actually trying to do something better
Yeah, there
and
you go.
beautify the community, yeah, they gonna put an end to it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make you think that the gangs did it, or gangs didn't do nothing, man. And
Right.
another thing too, man. Like that dude had a good spirit, bro. You can tell that by the way he wrote them children's books. You
Right,
can't be a
right.
monster. You ever read some of the books he wrote them children? But you can't be a monster and write
I read a
something like
couple of
that.
those books. Yeah, I read a couple of
Yeah,
them.
you
Yeah,
can't be a
yeah.
monster and write something that innocent and tender for children.
And you know what Arnold
Uh huh.
Schwarzenegger said when Tookie actually requested the people he wanted to see him in prison, he wanted to see Minister Farrakhan come and Arnold was like, well, the people he got wanting to see in prison, he looked at them as either criminals and stuff like that. And like he asked for the minister. I mean, you get white people, they can ask for all kind of people coming to see them, but he asked for Minister Farrakhan. But Farrakhan. I mean, this is Farrakhan. We know Farrakhan wasn't no Malcolm, but still, he represents a strong black male representative and a figure in the community.
Mm.
Yeah, he was just a shame, man. He was a good dude, bro.
But yeah, these dudes are crying over Kevin Samuels and like he really
I
did
know, right?
something.
Somebody who ain't did nothing in the community ain't about nothing.
Right.
Like he was a martyr
Some
and
old
stuff
bum
like that.
ass nigga, some old bum ass over the hill, out of his league, out of his depth type nigga. Talking crazy about black women.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't never gotten no hood and did nothing. Pookie was in the hood fighting for black people, keeping the bad elements out of the neighborhood. That's what he did. He hated gangs.
Mm-hmm.
And he hated gangs around children. He didn't want no gang members around kids. Okay? That's a real soldier in the community. Kevin Samuels ain't did no crap. Did nothing, no damn community.
No.
Ain't did nothing for black people.
And then he tried to unify them even from prison.
I know he did, man. He got them OGs together. You know, they did them shot calls.
How many prisoners you know of that won Nobel Peace Prizes and had Winnie Mandela come visit them?
That's what I'm saying.
On,
Pulitzer, what? A Pulitzer Prize, a Nobel? Yeah. Come on, man.
I think they wanted him. I think they wanted him dead for the same reason they killed Bob Marley.
Yes.
They thought they knew Bob Marley was a good guy, but he was dangerous because people were listening to him. Right? They was afraid that if Pookie, if Tookie went back to the hood, these young boys would look up to him or listen to him and stop killing each other.
Yep.
They did the same thing in Nigeria to Fela. He was another revolutionary singer in Nigeria. Fela Kuti. Fela Kuti. He spoke about the government, and it was the Nigerians that killed him.
Yeah. And you know who else, man, is a target now? But he ain't no joke. Julius Malema. They're gonna have to really come with it to get him. Okay, because he busting back. And he got a whole group with him, bro.
Malema, he's South Africa, right?
Yeah, man, they not playing over there, man.
Yeah, he's South Africa. Yeah. I think I know who.
Yo, man, he punked the white South Africans out. He said, "Man, let me tell you something. We're gonna do what we gotta do. And if any of these white people put their hands on you, then you send them to hell."
Oh shit! No way. Oh God.
Yeah, that dude ain't playing. And they trying to keep him. He wants to come. Check this out. He wants to come over here and talk to the black people over here. They won't let him come over here. They blocking him.
What?
Yeah.
I think the closest thing. I think the closest thing that we had to Malcolm X over here would probably be Khaled, Dr. Khaled.
Oh yeah, Dr. Khaled. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. If Julius comes over here and he jumps in somebody's black neighborhood, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap. They do not want him over here at all. They don't want him over here. He ain't no scared Negro.
Who was that? Robert Williams. He made a book called "Niggas with Guns."
He
something.
did. Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams.
Robert Williams or Robin Williams?
Robert Williams. He was a black man. He studied in China also. He studied the revolutionaries in China. He made a book called "Niggas with Guns."
So there's a book that I'm trying to get that you can't find no more. I don't know where you can find it. It's called The History of the World. I think it got 2 parts to it.
You can probably
I can't find a real copy of it.
It's probably some underworld book for me. If you can find books like the Turner Diaries, which was also banned, or Mein Kampf.
Oh no! Oh yeah! I know the Turner. Yeah, I read the Turner Diaries. It's some old crazy, hatred, evil.
But study that book.
The evil in the Turner Diaries are on another plane, bro.
I didn't even read the whole book, but from what I do read about it, I'm like, yeah, this is some real revolutionary stuff. But that's the stuff we really need to be studying and reading. That and Mein Kampf.
Dude, them white boys, oh man, the Turner Diaries, man, that's a wow.
It was basically a manifesto for a race war. That's really what it was.
Yeah.
I think
Wish they not gonna win. Wish they not gonna win.
When they arrested
I don't know why they keep thinking they're gonna win that.
But check this out. When they arrested Timothy McVeigh, he actually had a copy of the Turner Diaries with him.
Oh, snap.
See,
okay.
You know the problem with them is they keep thinking that everybody is gonna roll with them if they kick off this race war. It don't work that way, son.
Right?
Y'all not gonna win no race war.
Right.
Y'all gonna lose. Y'all probably gonna be the worst. You're gonna lose the most.
Right.
Where you going? You outnumbered in your own country.
Come out unscathed in Charlottesville. How they gonna start?
You outnumbered in your own country, and a lot of y'all ain't really built like that. Y'all ain't no real street commandos.
No, they don't.
Y'all tough because y'all think y'all have the advantage. And y'all stare people down and y'all point guns at people and they back down. Y'all think y'all tough. But in the real fight, a lot of y'all ain't built like that. It's already been proven.
Right.
That 70% of y'all gonna turn tail and run.
Right.
These white
Run to
boys
the
don't want that
police.
type of
That's what
smoke.
they're gonna do.
Yeah, how you gonna
These
come
white
down
boys
in
don't want that
LA
smoke.
and you the Proud Boys and all y'all armed and y'all in cars, y'all get chased out of there by a bunch of Negroes who are unarmed.
Yeah, the Proud Boys actually, there was some group
As a
of
matter
old
of fact,
people.
I heard something like that did go down in LA. And some
They
G's
Yeah.
end up chasing
they
them
tried
niggas
to
out. I mean,
Yeah, man, they
chase them
got
out of there.
chased out of there, man.
They got
they
chased.
tried to run up over there. I know the neighborhood they tried to run up in. They tried to run up
Right.
over there off of Imperial, and that's like
Yeah.
Watts is on
What?
the east side. They call it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
don't
got
want no
ran.
smoke over there.
They got chased out of there.
Out.
They got scared real quick and got chased out of there.
Because in that part of LA, you got the Great Street, you got the
Yep.
bounty hunters, you got all sorts of people over there.
They lucky to get out of there alive. They lucky them cats didn't have their burners present, man. If they got a little taste of what can happen down there.
Right.
And if the blacks didn't get you, the Mexicans don't show enough have you.
Yeah,
Right.
the thing about it is they think they built I was telling this white dude about a month ago, dude. This ain't Mississippi burning. Y'all got to start watching these old cowboy westerns.
Right.
Thinking that y'all wired up and all that. It ain't like that, bro. Y'all not built like that.
They're not.
Come on now. Like I said, it's already been proven. 70 to 75% of y'all gonna turn tail and run once the bullets get to flying.
Yep. And they're gonna be the first to run.
Like I said, y'all gonna lose the worst. Y'all can't win no race. Well, you ain't got the guts.
I said
You
it.
ain't got the soldiers.
I said it the most. If some racial shit was to jump off, especially in LA, man, the Mexicans got the upper hand.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean,
Yeah,
the
Essays run LA,
essays,
dude. Come on.
they
that's what I'm
got
saying.
the whole upper hand.
And then in the South, right? And then the South, the blacks really got the upper hand in the South.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yep.
Atlanta, Florida,
If it really
Alabama,
went down like that, and let
New
me
Orleans.
tell you something, them Southern blacks can shoot.
Oh yeah, I know
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay, they
Oh, I
all
lived in
got guns
Texas.
down there.
I lived in Texas for 15 years, and I used to carry,
Yeah,
so I know. I know
they can shoot
exactly.
down there.
Mm-hmm.
You can go try the Negroes if you want it. And here's my thing. I don't know why I keep talking about some race war. That's why they never did, because it's stupid. You're not going to win one.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you about Texas. Texas has got
Huh.
reciprocity with about 27 other states. That means I can carry my gun from there to there, and what?
If they could win the race war, they would have been wiped us out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They can't win no race. Well, that's why they think the Ku Klux Klan is stupid. Why you think they distance themselves from these radical white groups? Because these radical white groups are fucking stupid.
Oh, I found out, man, that the Klan and the skinheads don't even like each other like that.
Yeah,
No, they
they
don't.
stupid.
Yeah, the Klan don't. Matter of fact, the Klan don't even like other Klan groups, especially these
Yo,
these
I
new
remember
age
the
Klan.
pagans. Yo, I remember the pagans and the Hell's Angels got into it. The pagans ate the Hell's Angels up, yo.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, the
They
Hell's
fucked the
Angels.
hell. Yeah, the pagans ate their asses up.
The
Mm-mm-mm.
Pagans, the Hells Angels, the Banditos, and it's another one.
I
These are
think, as
the
a matter
top
of
four,
fact, I don't even know if the Hell's Angels. I think they got swallowed up by the pagans.
and the Outlaws. These are the top
Yeah,
four.
I don't even think the Hell's Angels exist no more.
The Asians still exist, but they getting out. They getting outnumbered though. See,
Yeah, I think the biggest motorcycle gang now are the pagans. I think they the biggest because they got a mixture of Mexicans, whites,
because
white Mexicans. They pretty big.
well, I think
I
you're
know
thinking
they.
about the Mongols, Max.
Mm,
Once again in L.A., the Mongols pretty much call the shots there. See,
yeah, that's
the Hells Angels.
exactly it.
The Hells Angels and the Mongols do not like each other at all.
Mm-hmm.
The Hells
And that's
Angels and
another.
Mongols do not mix.
And that's another thing too, man. Like whites, like y'all just surrounded in this country, bro. Y'all, it's not enough for y'all. Y'all can't cope. Y'all can't handle up.
Yeah, they already can't have children, so I mean,
Right. Right.
Yeah, y'all
Birth
not coming.
rate
If
decline,
there's a
birth
race
rate, yeah.
war, that's why they separate themselves, the other white people, because they know you radical groups are stupid. You're trying to get them killed.
Yeah.
They can't win no race war. Smart white people know that. That's why they ain't starting one. They're doing everything they can to prevent one. What are you talking about? I don't
yeah,
want
they
no
ain't got
race
no
war.
more. There ain't no more Randy Weavers or David Corrections and stuff running around. Well, they
Right.
might be, but they quiet about it. No.
Right.
All right, y'all. Peace, pound unit. I got to go. I'm on drugs now.
All right. Yep. I
Yes,
gotta go
sir.
too, y'all. All right,
All right,
fam.
now, you know.
Peace, y'all.
Conscious. Is Conscious here?
Yeah, he's here.
I don't hear him.
What you say?
Oh, I was saying, are you gonna come to our show tomorrow?
Yeah. I'm gonna make. What time is it? 7.
It is 12:26.
No, what time is the show tomorrow, Zane?
We pushed it up to 9 for the ladies' night.
Okay.
Because it seems like a lot of the people come come in later, and then we be all wore out and tired, and we be ready to go to bed. So 9 o'clock our time. Okay, my time. Yeah, no, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard
I
Time. I
think
gotta
it's
just
9 o'clock.
I'm the time.
Yeah, your time, but it's 7 o'clock. Well,
That's
Pacific.
like 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I was waiting for them to jump off so I could jump up here because it was a little bit too crowded. But damn, Charlene, your boy Kevin gone, man. I know how
That's
you
not my
feel.
why you keep claiming that's her boy?
We
Because she
just
always
got
be
done
quoting them.
dragging
Every
him.
time I come on here, she be like, Kevin Samuel said, Kevin
I
Samuel
don't be
says,
saying
Kevin Samuel
that.
says.
I refer to him because a lot of guys refer to him, and
He
he's
be,
like a
he be
public
following.
figure. Guys, like, oh my
That's your
gosh,
guru, man. That's
everybody
your
told me
guru.
what he said.
You're always bringing up Kevin Samuels. Papa Samuel says, my daddy Samuels told me.
Yeah, what's good? Why
What you gonna
you
do
talking
now?
shit to me in the chat? What's good with that?
I don't know, but you listen. I've been patrolling the YouTube streets. He definitely got YouTube on fire. Everything that can be said has been said. But I'm gonna take a unique approach because I'm on here to get some bread. This whole weekend I'm gonna be editing a video titled "Did the CIA Kill Kevin Samuels?" It's gonna be riveting, thought-provoking.
I'm gonna go and change.
Piece.
Computer.
What's going on? It's gonna be one of my greatest work.
Okay.
So y'all stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be. I'm gonna go to work on that one. I'm gonna do the research because I'm just asking the question: did the CIA kill Kevin Samuels? Are we gonna figure it out? So I'm probably gonna drop that documentary about Monday because I'm gonna take my time editing it.
I guess if
So
you
y'all
want
stay
to
tuned for
go,
that.
he'd rather go with a smile on his face.
Yeah, but it's a lot of spooky things surrounding it. The more that I've been researching it, man. Like for one, who was in the camera? Like somebody was in the room with him. Two, she was a
The
nurse.
girl, she was
Yeah,
getting
two,
it
she
in.
was a nurse. We know nurses know how to, make a little concoctions.
We don't know for sure
And
she's a nurse.
well, we
But
don't
they
know. We're
said
gonna figure it out. I'm gonna drop it. We're gonna figure it out. Three, what happened at the hospital? Know what I'm saying? Were they agents involved? We're gonna look at every angle, cause we're gonna get to the bottom line. Did the CIA kill Kevin Samuels, man? So y'all stay tuned for that.
He's not on the CIA his list.
I don't know. I think every black man that gets to a certain level, good or bad, they gotta be vetted. Cause the CIA be, you know what I'm saying? This is in their playbook. They do this in Africa all the time, where they kill black leaders. Any black man that could be potentially start a movement of anything, they go on their radar. Or if it wasn't the CIA, was it like?
More
But
like
hear what
they're
I'm saying?
using him to create the division and keep it wide and going on.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah.
Well, here's another thing. If it wasn't the CIA, was it like some voodoo or some black magic? We know that when it comes to like black magic attacks, they usually like take you out with heart attacks. Spiritual attacks is usually like some kind of heart attack deal. I don't know, man. We're gonna figure it out. I don't know if it was poison, if it was like some voodoo shit. We're gonna figure it out. I watch streams, and I'm gonna include this in the documentary too, where there was like a stream where some witches were like doing like a live hex on Kevin. So I'm gonna bring that up too. Okay. We're gonna look at every angle, whether it's a spiritual attack, was the CIA, could have been aliens. We don't know. We're gonna figure it out though. Maybe
I hope you get
maybe the nurse was sent by the Mossad. We know that the Mossad uses assassins. We don't know who is this woman. She done deleted her IG. She done deleted her IG. She could have been an Israeli agent.
That area has no interest in Kevin Samuel at all. The Mossad, isn't that?
We don't know. We don't know what they got an interest in. We're gonna figure it out though. We don't know. They might have. I think they got a profile on everybody, and maybe they saw the potential in him to disrupt the status quo. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the CIA, or maybe the Mossad.
He's disrupting is the status quo between black men and black women.
I'm just saying, I think it's worth a look. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's worth we looking at it and see what's really going on, man. Was it the Mossad? Was it a coven of witches?
All right, make sure you get the videos from the past 4 years so you can show a progression.
No, I'm not talking about his rhetoric, or I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about the hits. I want to know if they took him out, and if they did, who took him out? His death is very suspicious.
Well, shoot. If you're gonna be,
I don't gotta be no fan of him, but I think we should look at it. Let's explore all angles. I'll tell you what.
Between the Red Bulls,
I might launch my YouTube career with this one. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whole panels like they did with Mo 3. Like they did with Mo 3. They don't
find out what Red Bull affects on the body and stuff like that. And if it's been mixed in with some kind of
he might have been poisoned, man. Like he might have been poisoned. They might have poisoned the Red Bull. But personally, I think that it might have been the Israeli Mossad. They sent her, and then she probably she's a nurse, so she knows how to do concoctions. She hit him with the needle.
Start checking into itself. You got to go all the way right field, all the way.
I'm just taking a different angle. Everybody,
when they tell you to diagnose stuff, you start with the basic,
the simplest stuff, right?
First.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna figure it out.
Go right.
We're gonna look at the autopsy. We're gonna look at what happened at the hospital, who were involved.
Yeah.
I've already heard that they saw like strange black vans surrounding the hospital. Like I done seen reports that they saw like men in suits.
Oh, will you cut that out?
No, this true. They saw men in suits exiting the hospital.
When he got his last physical and exam, start there. Because
I want to know when he died because it could have been maybe they took him out when he got to the hospital. like they did Bob Marley. You know, they killed Bob Marley the same way.
Excuse me.
They waited till he got to the hospital, and then they injected him with some untraceable. Yeah, but these motherfuckers, they got some shit. Man. They got shit where they inject you with it, and then you die, and then it leaves your system.
Kevin Samuels is not a Bob Marley. Cut that out. He's
not a Bob Marley, but the CIA. Listen, you know that the CIA, they got weapons where they can actually shoot like some sonar shit at you.
Yeah.
It's like a device. They point it at you, and it can make your heart stop beating.
Stop trying to go international. Start with the basics and local.
Nah, man, that's boring. Nobody don't care about it. Everybody gonna be doing that. I'm going big. It's bigger. Go big or go home. So I'm gonna start from the top. We gotta find out if it was the Illuminati or the aliens, the reptilians. Once we can eliminate them, then we work our way down. Was it the CIA? Was it the Mossad?
The next thing you know,
it could have been.
What's that guy?
Could have been the Russians. Maybe the Russians did it to disrupt. Who knows, man? Like this is like the number one story. It could have been maybe the Russians wanted to take. Maybe the Russians didn't want us keep reporting on the war, so they did this kind of attack to keep us distracted. You're gonna figure it out.
What was going on over there in Russia? That's between white folks. That's a war between white folks. Let the white folks.
Let me tell you why I think it was upper level, because only like the Illuminati and people like that, they got the weaponry that could take out your heart from a distance away. He might have got shot with one of them.
Give me one reason why they would target if they were real KS.
Plenty of reason. Maybe they saw that
give me one reason.
Why did they kill Bin Laden? They killed anybody that could disrupt the system.
Because he was a terrorist. Now, come on. Okay.
No, but they take out anybody. If Kevin Samuels would have got to a certain level, he had enough cult-like followers that would have followed him to hell and back. So maybe they eliminated the potentiality of what he could represent.
They weren't worried about that. His followers are too lazy for that. They don't even want to work on themselves. So what makes you think they want to follow him?
Who knows? Maybe I think it could have been.
He wasn't building an army. He was trying to get some money from these people.
But the CIA got time travel machines, so they know what's going to happen in the future too. So maybe it was like some shit where they wanted to take him out before he did it. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got, you know what I'm saying? They got shit.
Okay, man. I'm coming to your channel just so I control your
even if it's not that, right? If we can eliminate that it wasn't the CIA or the Illuminati, now we could go with maybe it was like a YouTuber sent her, or maybe it was a coven of witches, like witchcraft.
Okay.
He led a lot of black women the wrong way.
When he claims he's not interested in BBWs, that they too fat for him.
But hear what I'm saying though, we know that he disrupted a lot of black women, and there are a lot of YouTubers that dibble and dabble in black magic. So, all they needed was a hair follicle to do like a spiritual attack. Shit, how do we know he's even really dead? See what I'm saying? We could look at that. Is he really dead? Did he really die?
All right. Good night, everyone. Catch y'all at ladies' night. Bye-bye.